Right, sorry for the late start, sorry for the late delay, I was finishing up some artwork. If I remember right, we're on to the trial bit. Yep, alright. Monokuma made his announcement, and everyone began to meet up, one after another. And then... The ultimate martial artist! A locked room murder mystery!
What?
What the... Oh, I've just recently discovered the power of the emoticons! Like, no matter how awful something is, if you toss in a smiley face, it turns positive.
Yes, indeed!
For example, you're at a picnic and you find a dead body. XD. This is just plain creepy.
Well?
And how about the reverse? No matter how great something is, if you put in a sad face, it makes it look super negative.
Yes, indeed!
For example, do you have 100 friends?
What?
He's right, that does make it seem sad.
I can't wait! I can't
Now
wait!
then, please get on the elevator. I'll see you all down there. What the hell was that? I don't get it.
Just the worst.
I don't get you guys. How can you act so casual after murdering someone?
Don't look at me!
I don't think I'm acting casual.
Don't be mean!
I mean, I didn't murder anyone. Yeah, I'm completely innocent. How dare you call me a murderer?
What the heck?
Whatever. Either way, the truth will be revealed soon enough. Because there can be no doubt, one of us is the culprit. The killer, the one that murdered Sakura, is Gator. How's it going? Good to see you. She was stronger than anyone I know, and yet someone killed her. Yes, somebody. Keyword. And that person is here? That person is one of us? We did shots last night, Gator. I realized I missed a few huhs, but we played a drinking game, and basically every time the word huh was uttered, I had a shot, and fucking hell. I must have had like 13 or 14, maybe 15 shots by the end. And I streamed for like an hour and 50 minutes, maybe 2 hours. It was rough. Come on, it's time to put an end to this. I finished off half a bottle of Jack Daniels, for fuck's sake. Like, literally half a bottle. No joke. It was fun, though. It was a lot of fun. Especially when there was a double huh. There was like 2 huhs in a row, so I had to drink for both of those as well. I made my way toward the elevator. But with each step I took, I feel like I was moving further and further away from my goal. I could feel a chilling fear run through me, trying to make me rot from the inside out. No matter how many times I go through this, it never gets any easier. We climbed into our steel prison in total silence. On your third 30-pack, fuck me. So, oddly enough, even though I had a fuck ton of shots last night, I didn't have a hangover. Like, at all. Like, I don't know what it is, but I cannot get hangovers. I had no water. I had nothing. I just had shots last night. And I have Coke with me today. So you're welcome, Coca-Cola, as always. The elevator lowered, uttering its all too familiar clunking sounds. It fell lower and lower, and as suddenly as always, the ride was over. The doors opened once again. It's not the Mighty Ducks tour, is it? Just the 6 of you, huh? Really? That's so few. You must be so lonely. Sugar causes hangovers? Really? Oh, that would explain why I get headaches sometimes, because I drink, like, Coca-Cola non-stop. You say that like it's not your fault we're all that's left. I wonder, will the class trial end with one last classmate again? Or... will your school life come to an end completely?
Now then.
Are we ready to begin? You know the drill, find your assigned seats. I like the look of this one, it's all Egyptian and shit. I'm really into Egyptian mythology and stuff like that. And so, the curtain opened for the 4th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial, for the 4th time. Yeah, so I'm really into, like, Horus and, like, Anubis and shit like that. Like, Anubis is, like, the guardian of the underworld, like, he weighs your soul, or whatever. Like, to determine, like, whether you're worthy or not. It's pretty wicked shit, honestly. It's pretty cool. What kind of skills do I have? I got 9 out of 18 points used, but I don't know if I have any other skills that I can Oh yeah, here's one. Increases bullet capacity. Effective during the bullet time battle. Costs 4 SP. Yes, fucking please, I'll have that. Alright, well, we got one more skill. That's gonna help. I think I might have to bullet time battle Asahina in this one. I'm not sure, though. Wait. Let's see if I can remember exactly how this goes and what to contradict with what. Because if I can't, I'm gonna be on the
basic
ass.
explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it,
What the
then
fuck is
only
in my
they
pocket?
will receive punishment.
Oh, it's my receipt.
But
Fair enough.
if you pick the wrong one, then I'll
Oh yeah,
punish
so
everyone
Sekiro comes out on
besides
Friday,
the blackened,
which I'm
and the
definitely
one
gonna
that
go fucking
deceived
get.
everyone
Day one.
else will
If I can.
graduate. Now then, where to begin?
It is all Egyptian. Look at that shit.
We already know who did it.
Nah, shut up, chocolate soft serve swirl.
Whoa, deja vu.
Full of shite.
The one who killed Sakura is one of the people that hated her. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It was one of you.
Thanks.
I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah! I never killed someone, no way!
I don't want to hear your stupid excuses.
I don't want to hear your stupid fucking belligerent babble because you're full of shit. Hina seems really sure that one of those three is the killer, but she must have some reason for believing that. Yeah, Byakuya said it 5 seconds ago. She's a fucking twat. That's why. She's fucking daft as hell. I have to use her account against her?
It was one of you.
Okay.
One
Where?
of you killed Sakura.
Doubtful.
And what reason do you have for saying so?
Because you all had a motive. You hated her.
Is that it?
I don't
That
think I'm
doesn't make any
contradicting that,
sense.
because that's just a statement.
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
That's low. That's about as low as you can get.
Wait, what? Some concrete reason why Hina suspects those three specifically? Sure, she's mentioned it
one-
before. I don't fucking know. The hell? Sakura had written notes to Toko, Byakuya, and Yasuhiro asking
You.
them to come see her. Okay,
One of you killed
fair
Sakura.
enough.
And what reason do
Yeah,
you
doesn't
have for saying
Twonk sound
so?
like a fucking Mario enemy?
Because
Like you
you
have
all had
Thwomps,
a
you have
motive.
Womps, you have like fucking
You hated her.
God knows what else.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense.
Oh, my contradicting hero
That's
instead
the
of
only
Ally?
reason you have her accusing us?
Yeah? Yeah.
No,
Nice.
that's wrong.
Thank you, deliberation and mental acuity, for helping me out there. Otherwise, I would have been shafted.
Another reason you suspect them is because Sakura wanted to meet with them, right?
And possibly fondle them
Yeah.
in a very
And that was
unpleasant
right
manner.
before she died.
Oh wow, I never noticed that. When the characters are pissed off, their sprites have like little rigid parts to the top of them. That's pretty nifty. I have to look at that in detail and see if it does that for multiple
So
or
there's
if
no
that's
doubt
just
about
like
it.
particular
One of
sprites.
those three killed her.
Found out it actually means something. Enlighten me, because I'd love to know. I didn't turn off desktop audio. Fucking cunt. Good thing I looked over. Smart. I can't disagree with Hina. There's good reason to suspect all three of them. Then, does that mean one of them did it? I doubt it, because I already know what happens. Plonk equals twat and plonker. Ah, I see. That makes absolute fucking sense. See, I'm English. I didn't even fucking know that.
The fact that
That's a new one
Sakura
on me.
wanted to meet with all three of them.
I'm gonna have to start using
There's
that a
no
lot
way
more then.
that's not suspicious.
I always thought that American
One of
people
you
should
is
use English
absolutely
insults a hell of a
guilty.
lot more, because they're a lot more
I
fun.
don't deny that she
Especially
wanted to meet
because they
with
don't
us,
sound
but
very, like,
I
menacing.
never went to see her.
But that's what's great about it.
didn't either.
I'm contradicting Hero again, I bet.
Same here. I never saw her.
Yeah, you're full of shit.
No, that's wrong.
So daft idiot? Yeah. Well, that's kind of redundant, but... Daft
Kira,
just means, like, very
when we were
slow.
talking before, you dropped a
not
small
very
piece of paper, remember?
Quick to figure shit out.
It was white with red polka dots.
What's that got to do with anything?
Red polka dots? That's gotta be the wrapper from the candy I gave Sakura.
No, it's
It's a condom, in case my dumbass ever managed to actually get laid in this place.
Ever
Says
since
Hero.
we got into the warehouse, I totally monopolized that entire box of candy. So there's no way a single one of them was left in the warehouse.
What a fucking selfish bitch. Yeah, let me just steal all the fucking candy that's meant to be for everybody and then get pissed at people when they have some.
In that case, Hero,
Cunt.
Where did you get that piece of candy?
From Sakura. It's the only explanation.
Well, I mean, yeah, sure I got it from her, but she gave it to me forever ago. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to her.
When? When did she give it to you?
The last time you saw Sakura was when Hina had to go to the nurse's office, right?
Oh God, I hate his fucking voice.
Yeah, so I must have got it sometime before then.
60 beers so far, Jesus fucking Christ, you might want to take it easy. A little bit. Wait, Hiro said can't be right, because Sakura could have only gotten the candy after the incident in the nurse's office. And the reason I know that is...
I got it!
that? Alright.
I'm not sure about that,
Going for
Hiro.
90, fuck me.
Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy
brave
until
man.
after she left the nurse's office.
I had
So
like
if that
15
was
shots
the
of
last time
whiskey
you
yesterday
saw
and
her,
I was like off
there's
my
no
ass.
reason you should have
little
had
bit.
that candy.
No, not too much, but...
Damn it! I mean, what I meant was...
Like, I don't drink very much, but like I kind of want to make a bit more of a habit of it because it's really fun
Oh,
to
that's
do.
right! I did meet up with her in the rec room. You got a problem with that?
Why the sudden hostility?
But we just talked, that's all. I didn't do anything, you gotta believe me!
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
You're acting incredibly suspicious!
More hostility.
It's not just normal hostility! You're the real culprit! I even have proof!
Huh? Proof? What are you
Yeah, the
talking
day
about?
where Hiro brings proof to the table is the fucking day where
I'm talking
Kodaka
about
actually
her
releases
shining
another
message.
game. Shots are for kids and teens. Are they? And you have like 16 of them? Like straight? Yeah. What would a shining message even be?
At the scene of the crime, she had written out Toko in her own
I can't
blood,
drink beer.
right?
I don't like beer. Like, especially American beer. American beer is shite.
It was her
So bad.
dying message.
So fucking awful.
Just like what you guys
have
were
to have it
talking about with
imported if you
Sayaka.
want to like drink beer in America. Seriously.
That's true. I saw it for myself.
See? See? Toko did it!
What are you saying? No way! I didn't do it!
Toko never does it. Who would do it with her? Ew.
You just don't know when
Somebody
you're
with
beat,
low standards, that's who. Yeah, it's a lot of shots. I had like 15 or 16 last stream, I think. Something like that. I didn't
Hiro,
count,
hold
but
on.
it was definitely in the like mid-upper 10s, I think. Yeah, drink cheap American swill, exactly.
When did you
Because
see
that's
that
all you have
dying message
access
of
to.
hers?
Unfortunately.
Huh? Well, when we found Ogre's body. Duh.
That's a lie.
But if you recall, Hina was very adamant about keeping you away from the scene of the crime. So it's hard to believe that's when you actually saw the message for yourself.
Yeah, see, I would rather spend like 15 or 20 bucks on a bottle of whiskey that I can enjoy rather than spend fucking 15 bucks on a 30 pack of beer that I'm gonna fucking hate because it tastes like piss water.
I got it!
Yeah. Oh, thank fuck.
Kyoko, you found the magazine
Thank
on
God
the
for
magazine
tiny
shelf,
detail.
right?
That's right. Looking through the shelf, I found the magazine with the dying message on it. I found it right there at the scene of the crime, after we'd started the investigation.
If that's true, then what Hiro just said doesn't really make sense, does it?
Doesn't make sense? What doesn't make sense? Everything I said makes
I like how he's like
perfect sense.
fucking questioning how much sense he makes. He's like, wait, my shit that doesn't make sense doesn't make sense? But how? Because it doesn't make sense. There's definitely something strange about it. Kyoko found the dying message during the investigation, in which case that clearly contradicts what Hiro told us. I don't know what the fuck he said, I can't even remember. My memory is shite. Expecting me to remember shit is fucking lost on you, honestly. Oh, don't show me that! I miss waifus so much. God,
I
she
can
was
tell
so
you
sexy.
exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
That's gotta be bullshit. What?
Shoot!
How can you find the dying message if the magazine is on the shelf after the investigation begins? That contradicts what he said
I can tell
earlier.
you exactly when I found
How
the
is that not a
dying
contradiction?
message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
Okay, that's full of shit.
And I can tell you when I
Game's
found the
retarded.
dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf.
That's not
When I
inaccurate.
pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
So what the fuck do I fucking contradict then? Said he saw the dying message when he first found the body, but at that time, where was the magazine? On the fucking shelf! So how can I not contradict what he says there? With this?
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem?
I gotta use something Kyoko says to contradict what he says. That's gotta be it. That doesn't make any fucking sense, though. It doesn't, like, that literally does not make any fucking sense to me at all.
And I can tell you when I found the dying
Whatever,
message.
I might be a little bit fucked here, because this...
after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem?
I must have to use this against what he says, because that other statement, like, doesn't make sense. To use it as a contradictory statement.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message.
So I gotta shoot this here. That's like the only explanation I can think of. What the fuck?!
Shoot!
Huh?!
I can tell you exactly
this doesn't make any fucking sense.
When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found
Am I contradicting him with the other thing she says? Because that has no relevance. It makes zero sense for context.
I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out,
let's try this one on what Hero says. If it's not this, I don't know what the fuck to do, because I don't think I'm contradicting her. Because she's the most sensible person out of all of us, and she's easily the smartest, so it wouldn't make sense to contradict the smart person. How the fuck am I unable to contradict an idiot? Like... Thank fuck for that. How does Magazine Shelf have enough context to it to counteract that statement, though? Because that's what the original statement would have done anyway, so I don't understand.
That's where Kyoko found it. After we'd begun the investigation.
Uh-huh. So saying investigation had already begun would have made more sense to use, would it not? Huh? Okay, game, you're fucking retarded. I don't understand that. I'm using the same fucking information a different way to contradict the same shit? Excuse me? Yeah, he wasn't at the murder scene, so there's no way he could have seen it then. So when I say investigation had already begun, how would he have known that? That doesn't make any sense.
Tell us the truth, Hero.
That literally doesn't make any goddamn sense.
Hold on.
I don't.
Focusing on the wrong part. Why does it matter when
At least I didn't fucking die. That's good.
All you gotta do is read the
Imagine dying when you know the fucking events.
And we know who the killer is. Toko.
I don't even know where to begin with that one.
He's just trying to confuse us.
Fucking
actually,
Jesus Christ.
Can we even be sure?
Who would have thought
Sakura
fucking
wrote that
Yasuhiro
message
would be the one to get me
place?
killed?
Yeah? I think we can all agree Ogre wrote that message. 100%, without a doubt, she wrote it. And this is me talking, so you know it's true.
Without a doubt? No, I absolutely do doubt it. There's no way Sakura wrote that message, because she had no blood on her fingers when we found her. Oh shit. Really? I gotta do this now?
Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right.
Okay.
The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest.
This should be fine, I think.
I'm at least 30%
Except for when I hit the
right.
reload. That's gonna be dog shit.
The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest.
Easy fucking peasy.
Show me the proof.
This should prove
Get
it.
wrecked. Simple. I only had 3 hearts. I fucking nailed that shite. Nailed.
I'm completely unconvinced that Sakura wrote that dying message.
Fucking nailed it.
Because if you look at it, the message was almost certainly written using a finger. But
Could have been her dick. You never
Both
know.
of her hands were
A
completely
dick's
free
usually
of
in the
blood.
shape of a finger as well.
Say what?
Then
Could have
who
done it.
did write it?
Definitely
Hero
possible.
could very well have written it himself. That would explain how he knew about the message in the first place.
Oh yeah, because he wasn't at the investigation, so how would he have known? Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Ah! He admits it!
I figured as much.
But why would you write something like that?
Because I killed her!
You're admitting to killing her?
Please, just let me explain what happened. I got Ogre's note, and so I headed to the rec room right before noon, just like it said.
You just did exactly as the note asked? What a fool.
Yeah, seriously,
When I
honestly,
got
that's a
there-
good way to get yourself killed off in this scenario, honestly. A little bit. Sorry, but do you mind waiting? I asked a couple of other people to meet as well. Okay. Would you like a piece of candy? Might help give you some energy. Oh, sure. Thanks.
And that's all she said. After that, we just stood around in awkward silence. Suddenly, I heard her mutter something.
This is it. Going to end it today. Going to end everything.
As soon as I heard that, I just knew. I knew she was gonna try and kill me. She was gonna kill me and make her escape.
Nah.
So of course I freaked out, and then... I saw my only chance. I grabbed the Monokuma bottle from the shelf and smashed it across her head. I hit her from behind, before she had any idea what was happening.
That wouldn't knock you out, though, especially not somebody as big as her. That wouldn't
Then she
kill
just
you.
went limp. I didn't see her move again after that.
I'm pretty sure that wouldn't kill you.
Once
Yeah,
I
it
was
would
over,
hurt and you'd have a few
I pulled
cuts or
myself
something,
together.
but like I don't think that would
I
kill you.
realized if I didn't do something, I'd be caught and executed. So I wrote Toko's name in blood across a magazine on the table and I ran away.
I can't believe you! You're the worst! I hope you die!
Honestly, I'd rather have Toko die than Hiro. Hiro's pretty mean.
Well,
He's
that's
dumb,
what
but
happened.
he's more likable
Go
than her,
ahead.
I think.
roast me, boil me, do whatever you want.
You're not gonna get off that easy.
That's not how it works, Hiro. Your execution has to be based
It's
on your
death.
background.
Death for the
Have
one
you
that
not
killed
been paying
Sakura.
attention to all your dead friends?
We're ready to vote now, right? We know who did it.
Shut up,
No,
Asahina.
I think there's more to
Fucking
Hiro's story.
retard. God, I'm so tired of her.
What are you talking about? What else could there be?
About 2 more hours of gameplay.
There's one thing
this
that
trial.
Hiro's story just now doesn't explain. And until we figure that part out, we can't consider the case closed.
So what is it that Hiro did that doesn't make sense? What he would have had to do after writing the message? It doesn't make sense.
I got it! That's true.
Yeah, if you were
Everything
trying to
just
frame
said.
somebody, why would you
It
bother
doesn't
hiding the
explain why
magazine?
the magazine was hidden.
That doesn't
it?
make any fucking sense.
By the time the body was discovered, the magazine had been picked up and put on the shelf. Why would you take the time to write that message? Then stick it somewhere we might not find it.
Yeah, so then Toko would have been involved
Oh,
because she was the one that hid the
well,
magazine because it had her name in it because he was trying to frame her and she didn't want anybody to fucking suspect her. So.
I didn't hide it. I'm sure I just left it sitting there on the table.
Really?
He's lying! He's gotta be lying!
Or you are.
I don't see any reason he would lie now, after already confessing to the crime.
Thank you, waifu of reason.
Then he's not lying?
No.
Assuming he's telling
Even
the
when he
truth,
does lie, he's not very
someone
good
else
at it.
must have put the magazine back on the shelf. In other words, at least one other person was in the rec room both before and after the incident.
I don't think there's any question about that.
But then, who was it?
Who do you think?
If they went to the trouble of hiding the magazine, they must not have liked what was written on it.
Toko.
I got it! It
Yaki
had to be
wouldn't have given a
Toko,
shit.
Right? Who else would want to hide the magazine other than the person whose name was written on it?
Was he right, Toko? Did you really go
Of course
to
she
the rec
did.
room?
Why would I have...
Probably sitting there gelling herself in the fucking locker, getting off on fucking Hiro smashing the bottle over her head. That's probably
Wait,
what it was.
But more important, that doesn't even
Although I don't know if
matter.
she would have room
We
to
already
jill
know
herself
who
in a
did
locker.
it, right?
I don't know if it would quite work like that.
Hero
but-
just admitted it.
That's right. I killed her.
No, you didn't.
Who asked you?
All your lives did. Because if we get this wrong, we all die.
I don't doubt Hiro attacked Sakura
Yeah,
with
pretty
the
much.
bottle. But that's not where this case ends.
What do you mean? What he means is that Hiro isn't the killer.
Which he just reiterated like 2 or 3 times, so like there's no
Are
point
you
to fucking...
serious? That's just... I don't believe it.
Hiro,
Well, you better
Tell
believe
us
it,
what
because if you
happened
don't
one more
not
time.
believe it, we're gonna die, so...
if we go through it once more, it should become clear he's not Sakura's killer.
Yeah, because she had 2 fucking moons, right?
So, what do you want me to do?
Just tell us what happened one more time when you attacked Sakura.
I don't really see why, but okay.
We haven't reached the end of the case just yet. Hiro isn't the real killer, and I have to prove that. You wouldn't be able to kill somebody with 1 fucking bottle. I'm sorry, but like that wouldn't happen like that. Now if you like stabbed it into somebody's neck or like slit their throat with like a shard of glass, I could see
I
that.
didn't
but-
want to, but I did it.
Okay, it's gotta be
Grabbed a
this.
Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby,
Because we're trying to prove that
and
she
I
had
hit Ogre
multiple
from
wounds,
behind
right?
before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind.
So if we're trying to carry
And you
across the
only
idea
hit her
that Hiro
once.
didn't kill her,
Is
we
that
have
right?
to use this, like evidence
Yeah,
of another
just
injury,
once.
right?
After the first swing, the bottle shattered, and she went limp.
See? Isn't it
So what
obvious?
the fuck am I contradicting here?
Hiro really is the killer.
That doesn't make any sense. What am I contradicting? Hiro hit Sakura, that's for sure, but it doesn't end there.
I didn't want
Am I
to, but
contradicting that she was hit just once, even though Hiro isn't the one that hit her the second time?
Shelf nearby, and I hit Ogre from behind before she could
So I
do
have to
anything.
contradict the dude that's claiming innocence and
You hit her from
confessing to
behind.
hitting her with fucking
And
the
you
fact that she
only
was
hit
hit
her
2 times
once.
to
Is that
disprove that
right?
he killed her?
Yeah, just once.
It's a little bit weird. What?
Shoot.
Then what the fuck do I contradict?
I didn't want to, but I did it. I grabbed
Oh,
a
do I
Monokuma
take,
bottle
like,
from the
his
shelf
statement
nearby,
of hitting her just
and
once?
I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind.
What?
And you only hit her once. Is that right?
Yeah, just once.
So do I absorb this?
After the first swing, the bottle shattered, and she went limp.
See? Isn't it obvious?
This doesn't make any fucking sense.
Hiro
What?
really is the killer.
I don't... This trial's fucking retarded. Like, what the hell? Where would I use
I didn't want
this?
to, but I did it. I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby, and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
Uh-huh. Why would I contradict
You
that
hit
with
her from
this? That
behind.
doesn't make sense.
And you only hit her once. Is that right?
Yeah, just once.
Examination
After the
summary?
first swing, the bottle shattered.
So I wouldn't use the status of her body, but I would use the examination summary, even though they're
Isn't it
practically the
obvious?
same thing, because they hold the
Hiro
same
really
fucking
is the
evidence?
killer.
Huh? How does the game differentiate? Like,
I didn't want to, but
I don't understand that about this game. I really
grabbed a
don't.
Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby.
Two things can have exactly the
and I
same
hit
amount of
Ogre from
information,
behind
but
before she could do anything.
you
hit
have
her
to
from
use different
behind.
ones in different places, and it's
you
really
only hit
retarded.
her once. Is that right?
Yeah, just once.
No, I didn't mean to fucking shoot that. Think fuck.
No, that's wrong.
God damn, dude. I was gonna say, I thought I had to take his statement
Sakura
of just
died from
once to
Hiro's single
contradict
blow.
that, like, she was
That
killed.
doesn't explain why
'Cause
she
she
had
had
2
2
head
wounds.
wounds.
Yeah, she has 2 fucking wounds. But, why couldn't we use status of Sakura's body? Because the status of her body would have shown and indicated 2 separate wounds, yeah? So why do I have to use Kyoko's fucking examination summary to contradict what he says instead of the other thing that makes absolute perfect sense? I don't understand. Like, that fucking
That's
retarded.
right.
I don't get it.
She had 2 separate
fucking
wounds
dumb.
on her head.
And remember, this girl examines dead bodies as a hobby. Personally, I'm inclined to believe her.
Yeah, so why wouldn't the status of her body also carry across the information that she had 2 separate wounds? That's
But
retarded.
I only hit her once. How could she have 2 wounds?
Then again, I'm not
Two
looking in the
wounds
fucking
means
Monokuma
she was
file to
struck
read each
twice.
statement of each individual
What's
piece of
more,
evidence, but
both
like you shouldn't
attacks
have
must
to
have
based
come
on the
from
way
a
it's worded.
Monokuma bottle.
It's just dumb.
Hold on. How can you know that just from some cuts on her head? She was attacked twice with 2 Monokuma bottles?
Yes, indeed.
It's not just because of the
Math
head
would
wounds. It's
carry
also
across that,
because
yeah.
of the Monokuma bottles themselves. There's something very suspicious about those bottles.
Yeah, there were 6, right?
Once you
6 minus
understand
2 is
that
4.
point,
There's 4
you'll
bottles on the
understand
shelf.
why 2 separate Monokuma bottles must have been used. Think back. After the incident, there were 4 Monokuma
I know how to do
bottles left
simple
on the
math,
shelf,
love, surprisingly.
right?
I'm
And
not
we
the
found
sharpest tool in the
pieces
shed,
of a
but
bottle on the ground, along with the chess piece it had inside.
That was the bottle Hiro hit Sakura with, right?
For now, just note that there were 4 intact bottles and 1 broken bottle. But originally, there were 6 bottles in total, meaning 1 has gone missing.
But how can you know for sure there were 6 bottles?
That's easy. If you look at what the bottles all had in common,
yeah,
it
they all
should
have
become
different
clear.
chess pieces in them. There's 6 different chess pieces. There's a pawn, a rook, a knight, a queen, and a something else. The correlation between the Monokuma bottles. I feel like it's starting to become clearer. That connection must be... It's the object that the Monokuma figure inside each bottle is holding. Oh, fuck off. Do I really have to hangman this shite? Oh, thank God it's chess piece. Thanks for making that really simple. Shoot it then. Cock. Let's hope I can actually spell correctly, otherwise I'm gonna be shafted here. I almost hit the E then. What? But... How did I nearly die by shooting the correct letters? How did I nearly die by getting the right answer? I knew what the word was, and the game's gonna rape my health. Okay, fair enough.
Inside each bottle, there was a Monokuma figure holding a different
Fucking
chess
dog
piece.
shit.
King, rook, bishop, pawn.
Yeah, rook, that's what it
Definitely
was.
remember seeing
That's the one
each
I was
of
missing.
those.
I knew there was another one.
And the piece that was inside the broken bottle we found was the knight, if I remember.
So, what's that matter?
I guess you don't know too much about chess, do you? Then let me explain.
Neither do I.
In chess, there are 6 different pieces. The king, the queen, the rook, knight, bishop, and pawn. What was left intact at the crime
Wait, there's
scene
the
were
rook, there's the
king,
pawn,
rook,
there's the
and
bishop,
pawn.
there's the king.
Just those 4.
So the queen and the knight are the ones that were used.
And on the ground was the knight.
So if on the ground was the knight, that means the queen is missing, yeah?
Oh, so the queen is missing.
So we only have evidence for 5 bottles. at the
Congrats,
scene.
Aussie. You know you can fucking
one
do simple
apparently
process
went
of
missing.
elimination. Good job.
What does chess have to do with anything?
I didn't have much fucking faith in her anyway.
Yeah, shogi is way better.
Yeah. Wait, no, that's not what I mean. So, let's say a bottle did go missing. There's still no evidence that has anything to do with this case. That bottle could have disappeared any time before the murder.
No. It's clear that the missing bottle is connected to this case.
How is it clear?
Think about what state the missing bottle must have been in. Maybe then you'll understand.
It was broken?
I got
It
it!
was excited.
The bottle
Yeah, I'm
must
gonna have to
been
like
broken.
get like 10 right answers in a row to get all my health back, so I might fail this trial. Just because, like, the fucking part earlier where I had to contradict what
Because there
Hiro
was
said
evidence at the
made
scene
0
that
sense, and
supports
I
it.
explained why.
Huh?
Shit's fucking dumb.
That's right. We found evidence
I have to use
that
the
shows
same
there was more than
information
just
on 2
one
different
broken
truth
bottle
bullets
at
to
the scene.
fucking counter one thing.
And what is
It's just
this
dumb.
evidence?
Unnecessary. It wasn't just a single broken bottle, and the evidence that proves that is... Kyoko and I figured it out before. Well, she did. It's gonna be the shards of glass, yeah? This?
I got it!
Thank fuck.
Earlier, Kyoko
Did that
and
refill
I
my
did a
health?
little
Please tell me it did.
experiment.
Because if it didn't, I'm
We
shafted.
compared the weight of the broken bottle pieces at the scene to one of the unbroken bottles. And what we found was that the collection of pieces was heavier. And the reason for that is...
Because there were glass shards from multiple bottles instead of just one singular one.
there was actually more than one bottle's worth of shattered glass.
No shit.
So from this, we can surmise that 2 bottles were actually broken at the scene of the crime, but someone did their best to clean up the pieces of one of the bottles, along with the figure inside. But when they did, they must have left behind a few too many pieces, which is only natural. They certainly had no way to measure the exact right number of pieces to remove.
But
So that's why this trial is
why
pretty
would
cool.
they
I
have
really
to try
like
and
that
get rid
detail.
of it like that anyway?
If this was an actual murder, it'd be pretty nifty to use that as
Because
evidence.
of what it would reveal about the case.
There can be no doubt that the second missing Monokuma bottle is involved in this case. Must have been used by Sakura's second attacker.
I got it!
Some bowling aficionados?
The bottle that was removed from the
It's all the
scene
bowler's
was
fault,
used
yeah.
the second time Sakura was attacked.
The second wound on Sakura's head came from that second bottle. Given all the evidence,
Please tell me when I'm getting
this
these
is
right
the
answers
only
my health
possible
is going back
conclusion.
up, because if it isn't, I am screwed.
The killer wanted to make it look like there was only one attack, so they had to get rid of their evidence.
From there, we can conclude that it wasn't Hiro who delivered that
I
second
really
blow.
like that fucking smug sprite of hers.
Wouldn't you agree, Toko? And there's the matter of the magazine. You must have been in the rec room when the incident took place.
Wait! I admit, maybe there was a second attack, but there's no evidence I had anything to do with it.
No way! You killed her! I'm sure of it!
Shut up! Until 2 seconds ago, you were claiming you killed her.
I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. That's just the kind of guy I am.
I get the feeling that's gonna be quite fucking often.
Plus, I just remembered something that proves it.
Okay, fine. Let's hear it.
Yeah, Byakuya is not fucking
It was right
excited
after I
about
got Ogre's note. I was kind of nervous about it, so I went to the rec room early. You know, to stake it out or whatever. So I was waiting there, and that's when I saw her. I saw Toko go into the rec room.
You did?
Pretty soon, Ogre showed up, and she went into the rec room. I assumed Toko was still in there, so I figured everything would be okay. That's why I headed in. But when I got inside, Ogre was all alone. Toko had disappeared.
And you just now decided to share that with
Yeah, I
us?
know. Why wouldn't you say that earlier so I didn't have to go through that rigmarole of truth bulletry and fucking nearly
After
die?
the shock of thinking I'd killed someone, I
What?
forgot all about it.
Could someone tighten the screws on his brain? I think they've come loose.
So, Toko, where the heck did you disappear to?
You don't know what you're talking about. I never went in the rec room.
I'm sure she didn't disappear, but maybe she found somewhere to hide.
What? Hiding in the rec room? Don't be ridiculous. Why are you all ganging up on me? You're all nothing but vermin.
No, it's not ridiculous at all. I need proof that shows Toko was hiding in the rec room, and I have it. She left it there for anyone to find. New element has been added to bullet time, but fucking piss off! So far, you've probably been pressing the triangle button during your final strike without a second thought. But from now on, you're gonna have to pay a little extra attention to your finishing blow. Now you'll have to choose the proper truth bullet to use during your coup de grace. You'll select it the same way as during the non-stop debate. Simply press the L1 button. What is this? Also, like the debate, if your logic difficulty is set to kind, you'll have fewer bullets to choose from. What? Gator, I don't know what the fuck that is. Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, by the way, you're about halfway through the game now. Go you. Well then, good luck and have fun. Halfway through? Fucking piss off halfway. Bit more than halfway, I think. What's my health at? That should be
It's a
ample.
lie. I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you.
Should be ample.
No! That's enough. I admit nothing. I curse you. I curse you. It's a lie!
How's that tempo down? What the fuck? I was hitting the buttons and it fucked me anyway.
It's a lie! I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you. That's enough!
This
Please.
should prove it.
Thank fuck. That was fucking dog shit. I was hitting the buttons correctly and I was refilling the ammo and it still fucked me anyway.
Did you know
Like, I don't know
someone
why.
left a handprint behind on the inside of the locker?
A little bit dog shit.
They must have been hiding in there and put their
So all
hand
that
on the
health that I
wall without
regained
thinking.
from getting correct answers, guess what? That's out the window. Fucking woo!
Does
Gone.
this handprint look familiar,
Fair as
Toko?
fuck.
No, it doesn't.
Okay then, let's just compare it to your hand, shall we? That'll clear everything up, right?
Yeah, Kyoko wouldn't leave a handprint. She's not wearing fucking. She's wearing gloves.
Stop wasting my time. Just tell us the truth.
Okay, it's my handprint.
Cheers, Byakuya. Could have done that 5 fucking hours ago and
She
saved me
just
the trouble
straight
of
up
fucking
admitted
losing
it.
my health, prick.
Then
Douchey,
you
pompous,
killed
fucking
Sakura.
blonde glasses wearing ass.
No,
Fucking
I
Kaiba
swear,
Corporation
there's no
motherfucker.
way.
Out with it.
I probably did kill her.
Straight up again?
Well, yeah, it's because Byakuya's fucking shoving his fucking dick down her throat. That's why.
Wait, what do you mean probably?
Give us the details, Toko.
Either that or
What
she wants him
happened
to,
between
which is
you and
why she's
Sakura?
answering so forwardly. It's probably it.
Talk. Now.
After I read Sakura's note, I decided to go there early, so I went into the rec room. I didn't know what she might do if I didn't go, but I was too scared to face her head on. So I figured I'd just
As you would
sneak
be,
in
being a
first
meek little
and
four-eyed
hide in the
depressed
locker.
fuck. And there's like a giant friggin' rock-hard friggin' martial
Then,
artist in there.
Did you see what happened?
Be a little bit
Did you
dodgy.
see me hit her?
Yes, and I saw you write my name. I saw you forge her dying message.
Well, that's awkward.
Wait, from inside the locker, would you even have a visual view of the table?
So after he left, I jumped out of the locker and put the magazine back on the shelf.
Why wouldn't you dispose of the magazine all the fucking together? That's retarded. Like, if you saw somebody frame you for a murder, would you get rid of the evidence entirely, or would you just hide it somewhere nearby and make it an Easter egg hunt? I don't think so. I think you'd dispose of it entirely.
But when you did, you put it back, upside down.
I didn't mean to. I was in a hurry.
Imbeciles, all of you.
Forget all that. Why did you attack Sakura?
After I put the magazine back, I heard a sound behind me like a monster growling. And when I turned around, there was Sakura, covered in blood and staring right at me. When I saw that blood, I fainted right there in front of the magazines. I don't remember what happened after that. If you want to know more, you'll have to ask her.
Would hemophobia, or whatever the fuck it's called, like, really make you faint, though? Would it?
Guess who's back?
Yeah, great. Fucking perfect.
It was your fault after all!
My fault, Master's fault.
The other half of a whole
They
idiot.
soar to
Fun.
even greater heights.
Just answer the question. Did you kill Sakura?
Well, to be honest, Miss Morose and me don't actually share our memories, so I can't really say what was going on. But I was just minding my own business, sleeping peacefully when someone shook me away. Was it a prince paying me a visit? I wondered. So I opened my eyes to see... splatter everywhere! I was not prepared for that. And, well, I guess it took me by surprise. I got so startled, I smacked her with the first thing I could find, which I guess was a bottle. Sakura was just worried about you, and you're terrible! No, she's terrible! Thanks to her, I murdered someone who wasn't an adorable boy for the first time ever!
And when it was all over, you collected the pieces of the bottle to get rid of the evidence, didn't you?
I wasn't about to die for some woman! If I'm gonna go down, I want it to be for killing Master!
Just go away and die your meaningless death alone. Don't drag me into it.
But I catch a break, you know? Fate's got it out for me. Because normally, Sakura should have been able to dodge my attack, no problem.
Even as strong as she is, she must have still been reeling from Hiro's attack.
Hey, come on. That's... you know. But anyway, I'm not the one that killed Ogre. So that's good.
So that's good? Keep talking like that and Hina's
Well
gonna...
then, that's that. Let's start the vote.
Oh my god, I hate this bitch. I want her to die. I know she doesn't, but it's fucking annoying. Huh? I thought for sure you'd have some words for Hiro on that one.
What's wrong? Come on, everyone, we're ready to vote, right? Let's do this.
No, not quite yet.
Thank you, Byakuya. The man of reason.
Not yet? Why not yet?
Next to Wifey.
Don't you think there was something odd about Toko's story? I mean, you had to have noticed.
What a hoe bag, yeah.
Huh?
Absolutely.
Hiro's attack, and then Toko's.
See, I used to
That
like the
still wasn't
brownie,
the
and then
end
my
of it.
buddy was like, she does fucking nothing throughout the entire series, and you like her? And I was like, yeah, you know what, that's fair. It
Tell
wasn't?
us your story one more time. Tell us what happened after you fainted. Then even this gaggle of idiots should understand what I'm talking about.
Your wish is my command, darling.
God, I fucking hate her so much. I hate the cast of DR1. There's like 2 characters I actually like enjoy. Kyoko and fucking Celeste. Everybody else can fuck off. It's not over yet, is it? I'm a big puff. The one who killed Sakura is... still at large. And this is probably us dead, because I have like no fucking health, so... Oh, this has got to be the status of Sakura's body now.
I was just sleeping.
Oh yeah, they
peacefully.
couldn't have killed her because
And
she
all of
was
a sudden,
sitting up in the
Sakura was
chair,
right there in
so that
front
doesn't
of
make
me.
any sense.
I remember
If they
waking up
killed her
right in
right
front of the
there, like,
magazine shelf.
where she fainted in front of the
You were taken by
magazine shelf, she
surprise when
wouldn't
you
have been
saw
in the
Ogre
chair. That
covered
doesn't
in
make any
blood.
sense.
So you smashed her head in with the Monokuma bottle?
You got it. I smashed
So
her
I must have to
good.
contradict
And where
fucking
did the attack take place?
the thing with the thing.
Right where I woke up.
Uh-huh.
I killed her there in front of the shelf.
No, that's gotta be bullshit. Yeah.
No, that's wrong.
Give me my health, you fuck! Where's my health back on my correct answer? Fuck you.
We found Sakura
Asshole
sitting
game.
upright
It's
in a
cheating,
chair.
you see that.
If the blow by the shelf was the cause of death,
Exactly, if she
There's
died
no
in front of the shelf,
explanation
she
why she
wouldn't be
was
in the
in
fucking
that
chair.
chair.
That doesn't make sense. Nobody'd be strong enough to lift that fucking behemoth.
So, you finally noticed.
What's up, fat kids? By the way, how's it going? I forgot to say
Just
hello.
another
I know you were
lie
on
from a
Lurks, and I
bloodthirsty
meant to say
serial
it, but I
killer.
got distracted trying to be funny. Which I'm terribly bad at, by the way.
Are you sure you didn't attack her while she was sitting in the chair?
No, I'm sure she's telling the truth. Anyone who saw the murder scene should think the same way.
Yeah, because she was sitting up in the fucking chair. We've reiterated that like 4 times. Come on. Keep up. That has to be it. The evidence that proves there was an attack in front of the magazine shelf. It's gotta be the fucking blood.
I got
Maybe it's the polka dot candy wrapper. Maybe it was
Sakura
Lil
was
Pump.
definitely
Maybe that's what
attacked
it
in
was.
front of the shelf.
Probably not, though.
The blood stain by the magazines is proof of that.
Then she must have moved the body after she killed her,
I
right?
think that had to be my best joke last night, was the fucking candy wrapper on the floor, and I said it doesn't have rainbow hair face tattoos,
All to make it look like I
and it
did.
doesn't have the word
'Cause when
Lil
I
in
hit
front
her,
of his
she
name with
was
the
sitting
fucking
in the
SoundCloud
chair.
profile, so it can't be a true rapper. Fucking hilarious.
Hey, come on now, look at me. I can't carry anything heavier
Says
than
me,
my
who
own
made the joke,
scissors.
so, yeah, fuck up.
There's no way I could move a muscle-bound heavyweight like that.
This game gets more and more ridiculous the more I watch. You should see V3. V3 is a
Then-
fucking mind
Then
fucking
what's the
half.
deal?
Well, are you still convinced the case is
This game's pretty wicked. I hope they make another one. Or if they don't continue this series, I hope they make like the same premise, but with like a different story or some shit.
Plus, the biggest
These
mystery
games
of
are
all,
super, super,
the
super
locked
good.
room, still has yet to be
A
explained.
few things about V3 were fucking retarded and nonsensical, but
Until we take care of that,
at the end of the
we
day,
can't
it's
say
not
this
terrible.
case has been properly settled.
It's tolerable, except for chapter fucking 3. Chapter 3 was like dog
Oh,
piss.
that part's easy.
Made no sense.
After she killed Sakura, Toko just hid in the locker again.
God, what the fuck is the mileage on those things? Jesus.
So she just hid in
Maybe
there
instead of
till
weighing the
everyone
fucking
showed up and
bottles, we
opened the
should have weighed
door?
your fucking titties. Jeez.
And while everything was all confused and hectic, she just snuck out of the locker into the group.
No, I don't think that's possible.
Because the locker was already open before we entered the room. I was in the locker. Saw it for myself. Locker was
Even
too
before
small.
we opened the door
Are
to
we
the
still
rec
best
room,
waifu now? You
Hina
fucking
and I both gotta
wash
look
that dirt
inside.
from your mouth with some fucking bleach. because that opinion is really, really horrible and you should feel bad about it. See, I used to think like that.
So obviously Toko couldn't have been hiding.
I used to be in the same place as you, my friend. I did. I understand. She doesn't fucking... Yeah, there's the Kipo. There's the fucking Kipo. I was wondering where that was.
What's this whole locked room thing about anyway?
Must be that new invisible fucking Kipo 2.0 I've heard so much about.
You killed her!
I think the fact that I don't know proves I didn't kill her. Thank you very much. You're lying.
No, she's not. I've been saying all along, there's still more to this case.
But if genocide
Well, yeah, it doesn't take a fucking genius to figure that out, because we still have about another hour of trial, Byakuya twat. Fucking idiot.
And...
Well,
not as perceptive as he wants you to fucking believe, is it?
That's
Even with
because you're
glasses,
overlooking
he's not that
vital
funny.
information.
Could we really be missing something so important? There's another possible explanation. Maybe it's... Fucking hell if I know. Maybe I gotta see what they're arguing about first. I don't know which one of these it's gonna be. I have no idea. I'm gonna have to context it.
What
figure
was
it
it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack,
It's gotta be the yellow fucking powder.
what was it?
there's no other
It's gotta be the
possible
poison
cause.
because she vomited blood,
What
yeah?
killed Sakura?
Or is it gonna be the
I
Monokuma
can't
file?
think of anything other than the shot to her head. So you're
How
dead
did I
to
miss
the
both of
bloody
those?
lead,
Fucking
huh?
piss off! No way. There's one place I might find a clue. It would have to be written in there.
What was it that
So it's
killed
gonna be the
Ogre?
fucking Monokuma file, yeah?
If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack,
No, I'm not contradicting that,
then
Emma.
what was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed
Fuck
Sakura?
off with this fucking shite!
I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
Oh, thank fucking
No,
Christ.
it's wrong.
Oof. How the fuck am I missing those when I'm right
According
on
to
them
the
like
Monokuma
deadlock?
file, Sakura had vomited blood.
She also probably vomited from the fact that fucking fat
I
kid
think
stated
we can
Aoi was his
assume there's a
waifu.
chance this was related to
That'd
her
make
cause
anybody
of death.
sick, honestly. Probably kill somebody.
In fact, there was even a trace of blood left around her mouth.
Like I said, maybe she ate out Kyoko, and
Well,
Kyoko
I
is just
mean,
shy about it because she's been on the fucking
Maybe
rag for
when
the
she
past,
got
like,
hit
what,
with the
5 hours of
bottles,
gameplay?
She cut the inside of her mouth.
Maybe that's it.
If that's all it was, the file wouldn't have specified vomited blood. Not to mention,
That's a
I
good
didn't
point.
find any cuts inside her mouth.
You even checked in there? God, you really are into dead bodies!
Yeah, she seriously is.
No, I'm not into dead bodies. What I'm into is solving mysteries.
Yeah, she says as she brushes her hair back, she's like, fuck, they figured it out.
But if there wasn't a cut or anything, then what made her vomit blood?
What made it so obvious?
Some sort of reaction within her body. Most
I'm a simple
likely,
man, I see anime titty, fair enough.
Sakura was poisoned.
That's fair enough.
Poisoned?
Honestly, I can't argue with that.
That's right.
I can't fucking
This is the conclusion
Rudy
I've
Tooty-
arrived at, and
Rudy
so
Tooty
there
bullet
can be
refuted
no
that.
mistake.
Fuck that up, didn't I?
You're making me go all weak in the knees!
Yeah, we'll do it somewhere else where we don't have to look at your disgusting ass fucking face, alright?
She was poisoned? It isn't possible!
She is not one of my favorites, in case you couldn't tell.
Is it really so hard to believe? Then let me explain exactly how the culprit was able to poison her.
Bitch, come here and drink this, it's good for you. Okay.
You can
Get this stuff.
explain it?
Of course, if you don't mind.
Yeah, let him talk, Brownie.
Everyone, quiet! Shut up and listen to Master!
Yeah, you shut the fuck up as
you're
well.
the only one talking.
Thanks.
The key to unlocking this mystery was hiding in the chem lab up on the 4th floor.
Huh? Not in the rec room? And I could have found it all along.
No, you couldn't.
You never would have, since you gave up on the search the moment you were barred from the crime scene.
Bet she can eat ass damn well with that tongue, she
Well,
probably could.
Yeah, good point.
There's a big shelving unit in the chem lab that houses a variety of mixtures and chemicals.
Hopefully she can also eat some of those
that's
glass
where I
shards so we don't have
found
to deal with her
this.
stupid ass anymore. That'd be preferable.
Is that the poison?
It's not an especially powerful poison, but it'll still kill you if you drink an entire bottle.
Also, I'm curious, because Toko's alternative personality, right, has a super long-ass tongue. But does the regular Toko have that same long-ass tongue, or is it just, like, normal? Like, I don't understand how that works.
But the specific properties don't matter. What does matter is where I found it.
Where'd you find it?
By that logic, Chicken Yoshi could also eat ass quite well.
The shelf is divided up into 3 sections, A, B, and C. In Section A, dietary supplements. In B, reagents. And in C, a variety of lethal chemicals.
What the fuck? That got really dark, didn't it? In Section A, dietary supplements. It's like, cool, this is for taking care of yourself and being active and, you know, being fit and being responsible. In B, reagents, which is like, okay, we can counteract any negative effects with this, in case anything were to happen. And then in C, a variety of deadly lethal chemicals that could probably kill you.
And that's where the poison came from?
A little bit off.
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
The bottle of poison Byakuya just showed us. I'm sure I know where he got it. Okay, well, dietary supplements was Section A, wasn't it? Yeah, thanks,
Poison was actually in
Good thing
Section
I paid
A,
attention, wasn't it? Good thing I can read.
Huh?
Because
You just said that Section A was for supplements or whatever.
Strange, isn't it?
Poor hero
Why
doesn't
would
know
there
what
be
a
a bottle
supplement
of
is.
poison mixed in with all those
Never grew up with some of those, like, Fred
additives?
Flintstone fucking gummy candies.
Yeah, so?
But they're vitamins.
Why?
They're not actually candies at all. They just make them into, you know, fruity candies
Because
to
the
deceive
culprits
children.
switched it out.
Because
That's
children
why.
don't want to fucking be responsible and listen
What do you mean?
and take care of themselves.
I mean, this.
I will legit pay somebody fucking 20 bucks if you just crop, like, alright, if somebody's good at Photoshop, literally just crop a dude standing here and have fucking his dick in Byakuya's hand, and I swear to God, I will give you 20 bucks. Do it. I couldn't believe my eyes. Byakuya put the bottle of poison to his lips and
Master!
took it like a college dorm girl on spring break. Probably. We were so shocked at what we were seeing, all we could do was stand there and watch. It was majestic as fuck. I've never felt so horny in all my life. But as if it were the most natural thing in the world, Byakuya was as calm as ever. My fucking god.
Oh no! Master's
Oh
in
my
real
god.
trouble!
That's getting clipped, holy fuck.
You have to drink some water! You can't
That
just
played out
swallow
exactly
powder.
how I was hoping it
It'll
would.
stick to your throat.
Idiot! He just swallowed poison! We need to make him spit it out!
Gotta admit, that was pretty fucking good, man.
Flavor
For winging
certainly
it,
makes
come
me
on.
want to spit
Credit
it out.
where it's due, that was pretty
What's
great.
so high quality about this stuff?
Huh? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the protein, of course.
Uh-huh. On about the protein. Mm-hmm. Yep. I bet you do get an awful lot of protein, Byakuya.
Can I see that bottle for a second?
Fucking Count Cocula, more like.
Sure. Do whatever you like.
Jesus Christ. Kyoko took the bottle from Byakuya and scraped out a bit of the contents with one finger. She touched her finger to
This
her
is-
tongue.
It's protein powder.
Huh?
Correct. That wasn't poison
Yeah,
in the
see, that's
bottle,
why we
but
didn't go through
harmless
the trial
protein
last night. I
powder.
would have been fucked so bad.
Which makes one wonder, the poison that should have been in that bottle, where did it go?
The bottle of poison was actually filled with protein powder, which would mean that conversely, the poison must have been in... Could it be? Gee, I have no fucking idea. Don't Hangman's Gambit me again. Fucker! Probably gonna die here because I have, like, no health. I have a little bit of health. Protein drink? Is that what it is? Give me a T. Cheers. Give me an E. Makoto would make a great cheerleader. He sounds like a little fucking bitch. All he has to do is put a fucking skirt on and fucking invest in some pom-poms. There you go. Easy. Where's the eye? I got the eye. Alright. Give me the N. Perfect.
Now I
Easy peasy.
understand.
Yeah, just give Makoto some daddy issues, a fucking
Poison.
Bugatti, some pom-poms,
Must have
and a
been
skirt, and
poured
he
into
can be
the
a fucking
protein
cheerleader.
can.
Give me an I. Give me a
The
D.
protein's in the poison
Give me
bottle.
another D.
It seems only logical to assume the reverse is true, right?
Absolutely.
Before you know it, he's on the
contents of
whole
each
football
container
team.
were switched. So the protein was in the bottle of poison, and the poison was in the protein can. Once you accept that, it becomes obvious how the culprit was able to get Sakura to drink the poison.
Holy crap!
Don't you think you'd be able to smell the difference between protein powder and a deadly lethal fucking poison?
All they had to do was hand her something there at the scene, and she was happy to drink the poison herself.
That's a little bit daft, don't you think?
I got it!
Like,
You're
oh,
saying
okay.
they gave her a
That's like-
protein drink, right?
Here, dude, I poured you a bottle of Kool-Aid, or a glass of Kool-Aid. It's like, cool, this smells nice and fruity, and it smells like tropical breeze. And it tastes like fruit punch. Here, man, I made you a fucking glass of Kool-Aid, and then it's like Everclear, or like bleach or some shit. And that's like, yeah, this doesn't smell like Kool-Aid, mate. What is this?
A protein drink which
It's
actually contained
it's just
a
some
deadly
new Kool-Aid.
poison.
It's a new flavor. Bleach Blast. Yeah, you're gonna love it,
What?
dude. Try it. It's fucking good.
That's all it took
I don't
to
think
kill
so.
Sakura.
I don't think that's how that works.
Is the true cause of death.
You know, I do remember Ogre saying that protein stuff was good for all kinds of aches and pains. So maybe she took it to try and help with the whole bleeding head wound thing.
But what was offered to her instead was a bottle full of poison. And I already know exactly who swapped the mixtures.
For real? Who was it?
Evidence revealing who replaced the two materials was left in the chem lab for anyone to see.
Oh, it'd be the footprints, wouldn't it?
The evidence that shows who switched them must be what we found in front of the shelf.
Was it Byakuya's sexuality by any chance? Because I'm pretty sure that was in front of the shelf. Footprints?
I got it!
Yeah. Simple.
Footprints left
Look how good I
behind
am
in
at
front of
this.
the shelf.
Except for the fact that I nearly failed earlier, because the game's retard logic makes no
That's
sense
the
sometimes.
evidence you're talking about, isn't it?
In certain scenarios.
I visited the chem lab this morning.
Yeah, that's
and
what
there
killed
were
her. Too much
definitely
yellow
no
cocaine.
footprints there
That's
at
what
that
did her in.
point.
Of course.
They must have
Should've
appeared
seen that
around
coming.
the time of the murder.
Don't
which
do drugs,
leaves
kids.
no doubt
Bad.
that they're connected.
Not good. No, you know why?
What's more,
Drugs
the
are not good
footprints were
because
in
they
front
can
of
market them
Section
as a
A,
murder
where
ploy
I found the
in
bottle
a video
meant for
game
the
and then
poison.
sell it to you for fucking full retail price.
The culprit
That's why you
must
shouldn't
have
do
gone to
drugs.
Section A to swap the poison and protein, leaving their footprints behind.
Don't let companies benefit from your bad decisions, alright?
And given how clear the prints were, figuring out who they belong to will pose no problem. All we have to do is check everyone's footprints right now. Then we'll see who...
It was me.
Piss off.
The footprints. They're mine.
Piss off. I'd be like, yeah, let's compare your print to the fucking thing, because you could be bullshitting hard.
Hina?
If you're all gonna find out anyway, I'd rather you hear it straight from me, you know?
Then, Ogre's killer what?
Yep. I did it. I killed Sakura.
Just as I
Nah, it's
suspected.
fucking, yeah, it's fucking wank.
The footprints were made by a pair of sneakers.
I
There
don't
was no
trust them
mistaking it.
brownies. Well, that specific brownie.
And the only
Normally
people
brownies
here
are
who wear
delicious, but
sneakers
not this one.
are-
I got it!
Byakuya wouldn't wear
Hina are the
sneakers.
only ones.
Leon's
Oh,
dead, so why the
so
fuck is he
Byakuya-
relevant? That doesn't make any sense.
That explains why you...
These footprints must be... Makoto. Are they yours?
No.
Okay, then I guess you're not yours then. Alright, la-di-da.
Then let me see your shoes and I'll confirm their size for myself.
If the footprints didn't belong to Makoto, that left only one other possibility.
Did you check Sakura's shoes, you fucking twat?
Just Hina.
No, not Justina. Did you check her shoes as well?
Plus, Hina's been acting
They had
strange
yellow powder
ever
on
since
them.
the trial began.
Hmm?
You were in an awful rush to get to the vote, weren't you? This whole time, you've been focused on pinning the crime on someone else, haven't you?
I can't believe it.
I can.
What about it can't you believe?
Well, it's just... The two of them were
They
so
were such
close.
good friends. They would never murder each other in a fucking game of life or death. No way, dude. No way, bro.
That's likely exactly why
They're
it turned out
besties.
this way.
Makoto,
Shut the fuck up.
Because they were so close,
Pissing me
Sakura
off.
didn't think twice about it when Hina handed her the concoction. Hina used that trust to kill her.
I haven't heard the word concoction since I saw the Powerpuff Girls as a fucking tot.
She deceived the victim, and she tried
Chemical
to deceive all
X.
of us. I have to say, Hina, coming from you, this was a particularly
Haha,
nasty
get
little
it? Chemical
scheme.
X, because all the portraits of my dead friends are crossed out with X's? Good, isn't it? Yep. Thought that one through, didn't I? Not really.
Did you really kill Sakura? And if you did,
That's why Makoto sounds like such a fucking pussy. He's the ultimate Powerpuff. That's what it is.
why? Why would you do that?
Plot confirmed.
I found her. There in the rec room. She was hurt. She asked me to bring her that
She was hurt,
protein.
so you decided to kill your best friend? What the fuck? That makes, logically, that makes zero sense.
But when I went to get the powder from the chem lab, it just occurred to me all of a sudden.
That you wanted to kill your best friend?
Now's
Okay.
my chance to kill her. That's what you thought, right? That's when you switched out the protein powder, and that's when you gave her the poisoned mixture.
And then she downed it all at once.
Like a fucking champion.
And then
Hold it. I'm not convinced.
You're not about to claim she wouldn't kill a close friend, are you? You still don't get it, do you? The game we're playing here isn't so kind. Honeyed words like friendship don't matter here.
Friendship.
What matters is outwitting the opponent. Not a person alive would sacrifice themselves for another. In the end,
Hey.
we're all in it for ourselves.
That's shite.
Just like how
Later
this girl
Danganronpa's proved that.
sacrificed Sakura to save herself.
You say that, but I'm still not convinced.
How many times do you plan to repeat yourself?
Don't misunderstand me.
Byakuya's
I'm
like,
not
shut
saying
up,
it
bitch,
because
I
of
have to
some
masturbate
misguided
later.
sentimentalism.
God.
But there's still that
I wanna
one
get this
unsolved
fucking trial
mystery,
over with.
and I'm not convinced.
Are you talking about the locked room problem?
My little Rompa Monokumas are magic? Yeah.
Hina, if you really are the killer,
I wouldn't doubt
explain
it.
How did you create that locked
I
room?
guarantee you there's at least fucking 30 pony versions of every character throughout this series. At least.
well,
How's it going, Gwen? Welcome. I don't know if you were in
That
Casey's
doesn't
stream where
matter.
you were watching him fight Gale,
just
but
'cause
he
I'm
was getting
guilty,
his
that means
ass
I have
kicked.
to tell you everything?
As you should. I mean, you know.
No, it doesn't. But the fact that you won't tell us concerns
Guys,
me.
if you don't know, my friend Casey Smurf is doing Soul Level 1, New Game 7, and he's doing all the bosses. No roll, which is fucking insane.
Surely you're not...
Absolute
Do you
fucking
honestly
nuts.
think Hina didn't actually kill her?
And if I do?
Impossible. She switched out the mixtures. She's the culprit. There's no way you can doubt this.
Are you sure about that? Even ignoring the fact that I don't want to believe it, it just doesn't fit.
What doesn't fit?
I mean, why would someone leave such a clear clue like a footprint?
Yeah,
It's
he's
too
a good boy.
obvious. Too easy.
He's right.
Also, I'm
It
glad to
makes it
see
look
everybody's
like you
getting a
wanted
lot of
people
use
to
out of
suspect you.
Casey's new emote.
That
I had a
was
lot of fun doing it. It wasn't hard to do. Like, it was really fucking easy. It was
I was
really
just
simple.
nervous.
But fucking hell, if
So,
that isn't funny to
I
go
didn't
plug
notice
into
I
other
left a
people's
footprint.
chats whenever something fucking stupid happens. Fucking good lord.
You didn't notice?
Anybody who wants to know what I did to make that is I literally just took an image of him and then I made an outline of himself and then I just
Yeah,
cut out the
that's
rest of
just
the
how it
image
was.
and resized it. That's
what
all
can
I
I
did.
do?
It was really, really simple. I was going to draw him one from like the ground up, but he didn't want one like that. Like I was actually going to use the Boondocks version, but he wanted the legit
Listen,
original
Hina.
one.
Could you go into a bit more detail?
But I figured the Boondocks version would make more like emote friendly.
Tell us
I
more
guess.
about when you switched the poison
Because I
and
don't
the
know, it's like
protein.
whenever I see real people in emote form on Twitch, it kind of puts me off, because like, most of the emotes you see are cartoon based, right? So it's like whenever you see like a real person or like a real thing, it's like a little bit off-putting.
How come? That doesn't matter.
Hina, please. I'd like to know too.
Fine.
Hina, please, sit on my face after this trial.
Waste your time if you like. It's clear that Hina is the culprit. There's nobody else to suspect. Nobody else
Do
could
full
have
body
possibly
crunches
done
on my
it.
face so I can smell your sweaty cleave.
Go ahead, Hina. Start
Says
from the
Makoto.
moment you arrived at the chem lab.
Well, right away I went to Section C and got the poison.
And is that when you spilled the powder in front of that part of the shelf?
Yeah. When I opened the bottle, I dropped it like an idiot.
Yeah, big surprise. Big fucking shock.
I see. Okay then, go on.
Look at Kyoko, she's like, I know she's full of shit somewhere. I just gotta wait for it.
So then I moved to Section A and got the protein powder, and that's where I switched them. Once I was done with that, I took the protein can that had the poison in it and left the room. But I accidentally put the bottle filled with protein powder back on the wrong shelf.
That can't be it, because the footprints were all different, weren't
And
they?
because of that, everything I did got found out. And that's it.
That story you just told. First you went to Section C to get the poison. Then moved to Section A to get the protein, right?
Yeah, but there was no footprints on the side of Section C, so that doesn't make any sense.
Meaning you went from Section C to Section A. Do I have that correct?
Yeah.
But if that's true, isn't that a little strange?
Yeah, there was no fucking footprints over on Section C, so you're full of shite. There weren't even any on B in between. That doesn't make any sense.
One more time.
What's wrong with you, Big Mac? You're being awfully pushy.
You're being awfully daft, you fucking weird.
It's the same thing no matter how
Bitch?
many times you
I don't
hear
know.
it.
I'm too
How
lazy to
long
make
until
up an
you're
insult.
satisfied?
How long? Until we figure it out? Until I uncover the full truth of this case.
Yeah, fucking Judge Makoto's in the fucking room. It's gotta be fucking footprints in the powder, doesn't it?
First, I went to Section C. That's when I grabbed the poison.
Yeah, I'm not contradicting that.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of the shelf.
I have almost full health. If I fuck this up,
When I grabbed the
I'm just
bottle,
daft
I
as hell.
dropped it.
I've gotta be.
Okay, and
Not that
then-
I'm arguing that, because I am.
I moved
but-
from Section C to Section A.
No. That's bullshit.
No, that's wrong.
That's fucking bullshit. No way that's possible, because the footprints, you brown
You said you went
bitch.
to get the poison from Section C. And that's where you
Oh, look at
spilled the
Sayaka's
powder,
happy
right?
face. I like how the pictures aren't in color anymore. That's pretty cool as well. Nice little
Yeah?
detail.
What about it?
Like, it's a portrait of them, but it's all grayed out. Like this. That's pretty nifty.
And
You know,
after
to
that,
symbolize
you
that
said
they're
you moved
dead
from
and
Section
never
C
coming
to
back.
Section A to get the protein. But the footprints left at the scene were not moving from Section C to Section A. That contradicts
Is it really
what you
fucked up
just
that I would
said.
sacrifice like 90% of the characters in this game for like just one or two characters to come back?
Then maybe she moved in some weird direction on purpose to disguise her movements?
No, that wouldn't have been possible. That doesn't make any sense.
No, that can't be it. Remember what Hina just said?
I was just nervous, so I didn't notice I'd left a footprint.
What the? Hina, what's the meaning of this?
Well,
You lied to us. Plain and simple. If you look at the footprints, your movements in the chem lab are obvious.
Uh-huh. So
The
she's
powder
full of
had
shit.
already been spilled when you came in, and you went straight to Section A. So you never went to Section C. Whatever you did there, it only involved Section A.
Yeah.
well, you see...
What the hell? What's going on here?
Oh, Byakuya has no idea what's going on. He's like,
Shit, I don't know everything. Oh my god, my whole life is falling apart.
And the footprints aren't the only problem with her account.
cunt.
What?
Before I explain that part, I'd like to submit some new evidence.
New evidence? Impossible, there can't be.
Well, you don't know that until she presents it, can you?
Are you sure?
Dick shit.
After all, you're the one that gave it to me.
I did?
It was hidden inside the bottle of poison you gave me. I'm amazed you, of all people, would miss such a vital clue. A truly grave
Oh, look at her
oversight.
fucking smug ass, dude. Look at that. Look how fucking smug she is. He's like,
Oh, I'll get you, and your little dog too, and I'll send them to the Shadow Realm.
Just say it already! What is it you think you found?
Kirigiri.
I found this.
Huh? A piece of glass.
Must have come from the window, that's why it's blue.
It had sunk to the bottom of the bottle. And the hidden clue was exposed, thanks to you ingesting the powder. I couldn't have solved the mystery without you. So, thank you for that.
So how the fuck did Byakuya drink the fucking powder, but he didn't, like, swallow the shard of glass? That doesn't make any sense.
But, what is it?
Oh, you still don't realize? Well then.
Even smugger than before.
Makoto, why don't
More
you
smug?
explain?
Might be more smug.
Huh? Me?
Huh?
Fine. If you really do know, explain the meaning of that shard of glass.
The shard of light blue glass Kyoko found in the bottle of poison. I think I remember now. I broke something in the same shade of blue. Rec room window. It's the only blue fucking glass in the room.
Part of the window from the rec room door, right?
The window?
Yep. Think about it, daft
The window
ass.
we broke to get in was light blue, just like that. So I think that must be it.
You're right. It must be. Of course, that leads to another question. How did a shard of glass from the window get inside this bottle of poison?
Because it was swapped out afterward, right?
What's so strange about that?
What's strange is that, according to what Hina told us,
Where was it the bottle of poison should have been when I broke the rec room window?
E?
I got it!
Oof.
The bottle
just
of poison
guessed.
was left on the shelf in the chem lab. That is what you said, right, Hina?
Couldn't I have just said the poison was in the chem lab at the time instead of having to do that decisive shit? Leaving me on mobile? Get some good sleep, buddy. I'll see you soon.
And yet, somehow a piece of glass from the rec room window
Hopefully you
made
dream
its
of
way into the
Asahina
bottle.
anime titties. And that'll give you good dreams.
Everything Hina told us was a lie?
Or a happy
In
thoughts or whatever
reality,
the fuck.
that bottle of poison most definitely found its way to the rec room.
No shit.
It was there at least until the window got broken. In other words, when the locked room was unlocked. There's no other way to explain the presence of
I really
that
like how
glass
their
in that
frame on the
bottle.
left goes like bananas. Like, it's like,
Jesus, my vibrator's going too hard.
And then, once the room was opened,
fucking
the
hell.
bottle somehow got moved back to the shelf in the chem lab.
11 was a bit too high of a setting.
Meanwhile, the protein
Says
can we
Makoto.
found at the crime scene was planted there. That had to be after the locked room was opened. In other words, after Sakura died.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
because we
You're
broke
moving
the
too
window
fast.
when Sakura was already inside the room dead and the door was fucking closed, yeah?
I'll grant you, the bottle of poison may well have been in the rec room when it was locked. But how can you say the protein can was put there after the room was unlocked?
Because the window wasn't broken yet at this point, dumb shit.
We already know she was given the protein can with the poison inside, right? If that can wasn't there when she died, how did she get poisoned?
Okay, well, what's the only other possibility? If somebody didn't poison her, she must have poisoned and killed herself. Come on, dude.
You're right. We do need to explain
It's not that hard. Byakuya is just slow as
But
fuck.
before we do,
For claiming
there's
to be
something
super
I'd
smart.
like to confirm with everyone here.
My god, dude, if I was doing shots today, I'd be so on my ass.
It has to do with
That's like the fourth or
protein
fifth,
can.
huh? I think.
After Sakura's body was discovered, did anyone move it or trip over it or anything like that?
What are you talking about? Is this some kind of loaded question?
Not at all. Just answer to the best of your ability.
Well, no, not that I remember.
Oh, you know what I just realized? Every character has, like, a defining trait, like, based on their background. Like, Byakuya has, like, this little pin on his jacket cuff, right?
Yeah, me either.
Makoto has his little fucking symbol on his jacket
Not
cuff,
me.
yeah? I don't know where his is. I think it's on the back of his jacket, and it's really huge. Hers is on her right shoulder, right there.
Yeah, me either.
And then Kyoko's is on her tie. Asahina's is on her
Okay
jacket.
then, that settles it. That proves that
That's
the
pretty
protein
interesting.
can found its way to the murder
never
scene
noticed that
after
before.
the room was opened.
Oh, come on! How can you say that? How can you know what I don't know?
Because Kyoko's smart, and you're fucking daft as hell, Kaiba.
The reason she can say that is because there's evidence. There's proof that someone brought the protein can to the rec room after it was open.
It's gotta be the fucking... the fucking window being broken, yeah? Gotta be. I don't know what to use. No fucking idea.
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying someone planted it there after we got the door open?
No. No, that's impossible! It had to have been in there the whole time! It had to be! It was in there before the rec room was unlocked!
I don't know if I'm... Oh, fuck.
No, that's wrong.
Oof. That was also a huge guess, by the way. In case you couldn't tell by my sigh of relief.
You remember how there was broken glass scattered all around the room, right?
Oh yeah, because the glass was under the fucking can.
Of course!
That was the significance
of
of that,
the window
right?
you broke to get in. What about it?
Well, those pieces weren't just scattered around the protein can. We also found pieces underneath the can.
What?
And this proves it. It shows that the can must have been put down on the floor after the window was broken. So it had to be after we got into the room.
I see. So
Look at
that's
him,
your
he's like,
explanation.
oh my god.
Kyoko, earlier when you asked
Yeah,
if
you're gonna
anyone
have to
had
fucking
moved
commit
the can
Sudoku
or
now.
tripped over it,
If that were the case, that would explain the can being on top of the glass.
So you asked everyone about it to eliminate that possibility right out of the gate.
And that's made everything clear, hasn't it? As long as it was a locked room, it only
Oh
contains
yeah,
the
also,
bottle
so
of
in case
poison,
people don't know,
and not
Kyoko
the
is also
protein can.
the voice of Kaede from V3.
But once
which
the
explains
room
why I
was
like her
opened up,
character so much.
They were switched, and as a result, the protein can wound up in the rec room, and the bottle of poison returned to the chem lab.
if that's all true, then why did Sakura drink the poison? I thought we all agreed she was tricked into drinking it because of the protein can.
No, that's not why. The only explanation is she drank it from its original bottle, knowing exactly what it was.
Precisely. She was alone in a locked room. All she had was the poison. What other possibility is there?
You're saying she drank it knowing what it was?
Actually, there is a possibility. She could have brought in the fucking poison from the lab with the intent to drink it. Somebody could have smacked her over the head with the bottle, and then made her drink it because they were scared, out of self-defense. And she would have died. But yeah, how would they move her body into the chair? That's
Such a
fair enough, I guess.
ridiculous fiction is...
Exactly what happened.
Then tell us already. Sorry. Please, tell us.
Before we get to that, we need to clarify one other thing. We need to establish who exactly got the poison from the chem lab and took it to the rec room.
It was Hina, right? She took it and gave it to Ogre.
No, that can't be it, because why would the fucking yellow dust have been on Sakura's
What do
shoes?
you
That doesn't
think,
make any
Makoto?
sense. The one who got the poison from the chem lab and brought it to the rec room had to have been Sakura.
I got it!
Because
I
of the
think
fucking yellow
it was
powder on her
Sakura
shoe.
herself.
The yellow cocaine on her shoe. It's gotta be it.
So Sakura, who was apparently murdered, just poisoned herself?
Nobody ever said she was murdered. We assumed she had been murdered.
What are you talking about? There's no way!
Oh yeah, there absolutely
On
is,
the
because it's what
contrary,
happened.
We know for a fact she went to the chem lab, right to the section full of poisons.
Because we have evidence to support it, and that's what the footprints only being on the A part of the shelf are.
You're lying! Stop lying!
Shut up, you fucking chocolate swirl.
Why? Why would you lie like that?
She's not lying, you idiot. Sakura definitely went to Section C. What? I don't know. Fuck me.
You're a liar!
I gotta do this shit again.
Insane! Wrong! You're wrong! I'm
No.
telling you, I did it! Stop talking!
I love this part of the
You're
tune.
a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you! You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! Do you have any kind of proof Sakura took the
This should prove it.
Yeah. Easy peasy. So, When you're reloading bullets, like, you have to do it on rhythm, right? So you have to alternate X, square, and triangle. But you only have to alternate between X and square when necessary to reload your bullets. So it's like, when you do that, it kind of throws you off the rhythm a bit because you're focusing on pressing another key. I guess.
It did?
It did.
Yeah, it's on her fucking shoe, I said so.
That had been spilled by the shelf in the chem
Yellow
lab.
cocaine. Clearly. It's gotta be what it is.
That powder was yellow, wasn't it?
Cocaine overdose.
So the powder we found on Sakura, what else could it be but the powder from the chem lab?
Wait. So, what was that powder doing on Ogre's foot?
Oh my god, Hero, are you this fucking slow, mate?
And it was only on her instep, right?
Sakura must have been standing right there where the powder was spilled. So the person who spilled the powder by the shelf wasn't Hina, but Sakura.
Yeah, no shit. Come on, man.
And when Sakura dropped the bottle, she dropped it away from where she was actually standing, which is how she was able to avoid getting it all over herself. But the powder still got scattered around, and some of it must have wound up on her instep.
I don't know what the fucking
there any
instep
problem
is, I'm
with
not
my
gonna lie, I've
thinking?
never heard that before.
But why did Sakura pay a visit to Section C in the first place? The only explanation is that she was looking for poison. After all, that's all that section contained.
No! It was me! The poison! Because I killed her!
No, you didn't kill her.
The one that killed Sakura. The connection between Sakura and the poison. The unsolved mystery of the locked room. There's only one way to explain it.
Sayaka did it. Nope. It wasn't waifu. Wasn't you. Wasn't you. Wasn't you. It was you.
Here's my answer.
It was a suicide.
The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
Yup.
What? The killer was Sakura?
Yup.
Wait, so you're saying it was suicide?
Yup.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly.
I can't believe it either. Or rather, I don't want to.
We're almost done with this trial, fellas, and I didn't
But when you
fail,
really think
surprisingly.
about it, everything matches up.
I think we have like 1 or 2 more trials to
Sakura
go.
went and got the poison. She barricaded herself in a room.
But the next
She
one
drank
isn't technically a murder, you'll see what I mean. This one's a lot different from the other ones, how the story pans
Also,
out.
she could end her own life. And that explains why we couldn't solve the mystery
And the next
of the locked
trial
room.
is actually pretty fucking elaborately done, if I do say so myself. Wait, what?
I got it!
Okay, thank fuck, I wasn't
The locked
reading.
room
I didn't pay
mystery
attention.
was created by Sakura.
I'm sure she locked herself in so nobody could stop her from doing what she did. She sat there, drank the poison, and breathed her last breath. And the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we came and opened it. At that point, someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it out of the room. And that was you, wasn't it, Hina? You did it to throw off the investigation, didn't you? When we found her body, you stayed right there near the door because you already knew Sakura was dead, and because the bottle of poison had rolled near the doorway.
That's when you picked up the
How
bottle.
would the bottle of poison roll near the doorway from her sitting across the room? That's a little bit daft.
I was too shocked to notice
That makes no
anything,
fucking sense.
And Kyoko was busy checking the body.
And the more I think about
I love
it,
those art
the
styles though,
more
they
I
look so
realize
fucking
how
nice.
unusual your actions were.
I have to go get them. I have to go get the others. On shaky legs, Hina left the rec room.
You said you were going to go get everyone else, but your real intention was to go to the chem lab and switch out the containers, wasn't it? Once you were at the chem lab, you headed straight to the section where the protein powder was kept. There, you took the powder and poured it into the bottle of poison you'd grabbed from the rec room.
Okay, that would explain the footprints only being on the left side of
When
the
you
shelf.
left the lab, all you
So
had
Sakura
was
got the
empty
poison from
protein
section
can.
C, spilled it, picked it back up, blah blah blah, and then Hina came in afterward, and the powder was already on the floor, and she
Thinking
just
about it
stepped
like
through
that, the footprints make perfect sense.
because she just swapped out the fucking poison in the fucking thing. Alright.
When you were done, you gathered everyone together. And once you were back in the rec room,
Easy peasy.
I got everyone. Whoa, ogre? Oh, so she's dead, huh? Sakura's been killed. I see.
While everyone else was focused on Sakura, you quietly placed the can on the ground. Honestly, I should have noticed. You should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body. The Hina I know never would have left her side in a situation like that.
So, Sakura committed suicide.
Yep.
In order to hide this fact, Hina undertook a series of actions to undermine the investigation, as long as you could disguise the truth. You didn't care if we blamed you for her death. That's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious evidence, right? The footprints in the powder and the bottle of poison? Vital pieces of evidence, and yet...
So you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura?
Yep, because she wants everybody to die.
No! No! I killed her! I did it!
That's enough, Hina. It's over.
It's not! Nothing's over!
It is. Actually, no. You're right. We have to end this properly.
Oh, fucking come on. Really? I gotta do this? Come on, man.
Sakura wanted to talk to Hiro, Toko, and one other person.
That'd be Byakuya, yeah. So it's gotta be the image of all three of them, or something. Oh, I see. So that would go there. What is this?
Toko got to the rec room early and hid somewhere.
It'd be the locker, wouldn't it? Nothing. What is this?
That Hiro hit Sakura with?
That'd be the knight. Because we don't know where the queen is.
What did Hiro do to try to cover up the murder he thought he'd committed?
Did this magazine bullshit? What is this?
At that point, Toko, who was in the locker...
I don't know. Wait. Is this in another panel? Yeah, alright, that's in another panel, fair enough. Wait, what is this? I don't know, what the fuck am I putting there? I don't know. Came out of the locker? Yeah, okay, that must be this then. I'm glad I second thought that. And she put the magazine back upside down. That would be the queen, so that's gotta be this. Actually killed Sakura, came from the chem lab, so that'd be the bottle of poison. Oh no, would that be... No, because the color of the hand doesn't make any sense, does it? I don't know if I have that wrong or right, but... I think that's all right. I think that's all correct.
There was something on the floor near Sakura's body which someone grabbed.
Okay, well if we are establishing that she used this bottle of poison, yeah. Yeah, it's not in any of the other frames, so... But the hand doesn't make any sense. Wait, what? Left on the rec room floor, that's gotta be this container. But is there another image of that container? No, there isn't. No, not that. This.
The killer is...
Right, hopefully I have this correct. I don't know if I do or not. Could be slightly off.
This case began when Sakura asked a number of people to meet her in the rec room.
It could be very slightly off. That one's correct, so that's good.
Those people were Hiro,
I have enough health,
Toko,
so if I
and
fuck this up a
Byakuya.
little bit, we should still be alright, I think.
But one of them headed out a bit
I think
earlier
only
than
one or
the
two of
others.
these frames I might have
Toko.
fucked up, though.
She got there one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot.
I don't want to talk over Makoto, so I'm trying to, you know, like...
And she found it.
Keep it on the
She
DL.
crawled into the locker to get out of sight. Then,
God, she looks
from
horrifying.
inside the locker, she saw Sakura enter the room. Next to arrive was Hiro. When he got there, he mistakenly thought Sakura was going to try to kill him, so he panicked.
What? How is... Explain to me how that's incorrect, though. What was in the Monokuma? Well, what the fuck? Why would you fucking word it like that? I have to use this one instead when you say fucking specifically bottle? That's dumb.
You!
Come on, man. I can't tell what way the fucking scene's gonna play out before it does it. What the fuck?
Monokuma bottle and attacked Sakura.
Retarded game.
Thinking he killed her, he hastily
I don't know what fucking
covering up his
scenes they're
crime.
gonna use or what fucking things they're gonna go in order from.
He took a magazine from
Retarded.
the table and forged a dying message
Oh
from
my
Sakura.
god, fuck me. Hello, Joe. Thank you for the host, buddy.
To that end, he wrote down a name.
Hello, everybody. We're just about done, unfortunately, so I'm very, 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 very sorry about that.
Toko. By writing her name,
We're finishing
he
up
was
chapter
hoping
4.
to pin the murder on her.
Thank you for the host, though, buddy. I hope you're doing
But of
well.
course, Toko
I
had
really
witnessed the
appreciate
whole
you.
thing. So as soon as the
Thank you
coast
so
was
much. Hope
clear,
you're doing well. Hope you guys are all well as well.
she
Pleasure
jumped
to
out
see
of
you
the
lot.
locker and
Hopefully
hid
you're
the
fine.
magazine on the shelf with all the others.
It's like explaining how the murder went down, so
But
I'm
in
trying
her
not to
rush,
like
she
talk
made
over it,
one
so I
little
apologize
mistake.
for that.
She put the magazine back upside down.
Yeah, I think I'm about to
Soon
end after
after,
this trial, Joe,
she
but
watched
let me
as
know who
Sakura
you want the
slowly
host to
opened
go
her
to, and I'll be
eyes.
happy to do it on your behalf for you.
She
Just 'cause I
also
don't
saw
want your
the
viewers
blood
to go to
dripping
waste.
off Sakura's head and fainting.
Yeah, I like this game as well. It's a lot better
This
when you
caused
don't
her
know what's gonna
personality
happen,
to
but
switch
I already
back
know this
over to
game like back in
Genocide
front,
Jack.
unfortunately. I
When
still
she
fucked
woke
it up
back
quite a bit, though.
Her second personality also saw the blood-soaked Sakura.
So if you guys don't know what the premise of this game is it's basically like a murder mystery,
She
figure out who
freaked
did it, collect evidence, point it out at a trial kind of a thing, and contradict people. And like I said, I already know
And
the
just
game,
like
so it's like
Hiro,
not as exciting
she
for me, I
grabbed
guess,
another
but
Monokuma bottle and attacked her.
I wanted to play through it anyway.
This explains why there were 2 wounds on Sakura's head.
What were you doing, Joe? Playing Dark
Assuming
Souls 3?
Sakura really
If I had to
was
guess?
dead this time, she set about disposing of the evidence. She gathered up the broken Monokuma bottle shards and the queen chess piece. And that explains how
Thank you for
Sakura
the follow,
was attacked
Tyler.
twice with the same type of weapon.
Post up whoever I want. Yep, doing the Cinders mod? Yeah, I figured. Hope you had fun, dude.
But even after those 2 blows,
I'm honestly at
she
the
was
point,
still
like, we
alive.
got Sekiro in like 4 days champ, so it's like,
So
I'm at the
then,
point where I
what
literally
was
cannot look
Sakura's
at Dark Souls or
actual cause of
Bloodborne
death?
anymore without like being sick to my stomach, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not one of those people
was
that
the
can just play the
poison
same
that
game over
Sakura
and over and over
herself
and
got
over
from the
again.
chem lab.
But I'm definitely gonna be doing Sekiro when it comes out.
She turned the rec room into a true locked room scenario, and then drank
Thank you
the
again for the
deadly
follow,
mixture.
Tyler. Hopefully you enjoy yourself here. I'm not as entertaining
And
as
there,
Joe, but
she took her final
I have
breath.
my moments, I think. Also, I tend to swear a lot, so apologies for that
Later
if you're
on,
easily
the
offended.
rest of us discovered that her body was in there.
Yeah, right there. Hate you today. Yeah,
We
hit me
had
way
to
earlier.
smash the door's window
I finished
to get
each of the
inside.
fucking Souls games like at least 15 times each, and it's like after that you get a little burnout.
But
And it's like I don't know how
someone
people
already knew
contend
what
with
had
that. Like I don't know how they
knew that
approach
she had
that and deal
committed
with it.
suicide.
Because like I know you can use all sorts of different weapons and do different
that
challenge
same
runs, and like
someone
yeah, that could probably
quietly
help for
snatched
a
the bottle
while.
of poison from off
But
the ground.
I don't know how people do it for like long
And
periods
while
of time,
nobody
you know
was
what I mean?
looking,
Like 20 or 30
replaced it with
playthroughs.
an empty protein can. They did all this specifically to place all the suspicion on themselves.
Yeah,
in
but
an
this game is
attempt to
basically
guide the
like a mix
trial
of
to a
murder
false
mystery and visual
conclusion.
novel. So it's like all these characters you get to know, and then you wake up the next morning, and then
And
one
the
of them's
one who
dead, or
went
like
to
two
all
of them
that
are dead, or
effort.
whatever. And it's like I don't know. It's really interesting. Like I said, I already know what happens, but it's cool when you don't know what happens.
was you.
So if your
Luna.
individual novels are like trying to figure out, like, it's good mental exercise, you know what I mean? It's great for that. It really helps your reasoning and like how you think and stuff like that.
Sakura took her own life.
Certainly did.
And you claim to be the killer to hide
So
that
normally
fact.
I do all the voice
Isn't
acting
that
for all
right?
these different characters, but the trials kind of voice themselves, in case you haven't noticed.
That's what happened? But, Makoto, how did you...
So, like, for example, Byakuya, he's like a stuck-up, rich, douche, pompous ass, so I kind of gave him Kaiba's voice
How
from
did you
Yu-Gi-Oh!
manage
Because
to-
I figured that'd be funny. How many cases are there? There's like 6? I know there's
How are
6
you able
chapters,
to
but I
uncover
can't
the
remember
truth
exactly how
that
many
even I
trials
couldn't
there are.
discern?
But yeah, there's like around 5 or 6 cases, I
well,
think.
I mean,
I think 2 of the cases are like the same case, but you just have newfound information that you didn't have
You
before
still
to
haven't
support your
realized?
reasoning and stuff. Kaiba was such a bitch, yeah.
We don't all act according to
Little
calculations
bit of a
and
whiner.
cost-benefit diagrams.
Just a little bit.
That's what you don't understand. And
Whoops,
that's
I just
why
skipped
you
her
couldn't
dialogue,
solve
so it
this
sounded
case.
like she said that's. Whoops.
See?
Sorry
Didn't
about
I
that.
tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings, it'll always come back to bite you in the end.
You know what, maybe I should have a look and see who's on ahead of time so I don't, like, frickin' struggle for somebody to find a host later on. See, Weddy's gotta be just ending, and I've hosted Weddy a ton recently. See, Tony's playing DS3, Effie's playing Bloodborne. Roman's playing Bloodborne as well. I got an A, that's not too bad. I'll take it. That's pretty good. What would I rate this game? It depends. If you're asking, like, general, like, if I were to take into account, like, literally everything it has to offer, I would say it's probably, like, a fucking 9 out of 10.
I think we can all agree you made
The story
your
is really
point.
good, the characters are all really good, the voice acting is all really good, the art is all really, really good.
Did you guys forget
So there's
already?
something about this
You
game that
still
unfortunately
haven't
you're not
voted
going to be
yet.
able to see. So normally when you point out the killer, they get their own stylized execution, because basically how the rules go is when you discover who
yeah,
killed somebody else, if
that's
they
right.
get pointed out during the class trial, they die themselves. But if you don't point out who it is, you basically have to fuck around with it until you get it. You know what I mean?
You
For the game to
seriously
progress, obviously,
forgot?
but the whole premise is if you can't figure out who did it, basically everybody dies, and the killer goes free. Because they're all locked in a school, you see. It's I don't know. It's easy to explain. Like, they're all locked in a school by this sadistic jigsaw teddy bear, and then
Maybe you don't want
everything is
to,
pretty much
but
out of their control.
please
Like,
grab your
all these
lover
portraits
and
right here,
cast your vote.
these are all characters that have died, so, like, they're not here anymore. Obviously. The art is my favorite, and the story, of course. Yeah.
So, who
I
will
really
be
love the art of
chosen
this
as
game.
the Black
I'm trying to
King?
learn how to draw in this style, and I think I've figured out mostly how it's done. So, in case you haven't noticed, all these renders are like 2D. Like, these are all two-dimensional. So, each of these characters is made, the sprite is made on a computer, obviously. And then, I think either they print it out, or they go over it with a drawing pad, and they do all the line work themselves with a stylus or something like that. And that's how they get the lines to look so sharp.
Will
But
you
I'm
make
seriously
the
trying to
right
figure out how to
choice
draw in
or
this
the
style so I can, like, make my own
directly
characters for this
wrong
series.
one? What's it gonna be? What's
Yeah,
it
it's really
gonna
neat. It's
be?
really unique. And there's 3 of these. Well, there's technically 4, but there's 3 of the games that are like this. There's this one, and then there's Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair, and then there's Danganronpa V3, Killing Harmony, which I did very recently. And I had a fuck ton of fun with. It was such a good time. But yeah, honestly, this is one of those games that you can only experience really one time. Like, you know when you play through a Dark Souls game and you don't enjoy it as much because you already know what's to come? This is one of those games where it's best if you play it blind. But the gameplay seemed so confusing for certain parts of it that instead of playing it for myself, I would have rather watched it. But after I watched them, I was like, shit, I really wish I had played through these myself. Because the only one I've actually played through is through V3. But this game is one of those once-in-a-lifetime experiences. Like, you can only experience it once. This is one of those series where it's like, if they had memory-wiping technology, you'd want to, like, erase your memory of it entirely and just do it blind all over again. It's one of those. I'm sure it's hard to draw this style. Yeah, it's seriously difficult. I'm sure I can figure it out if I put enough time into it, but it's complicated. It is. It's a lot more... It's a lot more rigorous than it looks.
Yeah, that's right. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
My entire
Okay, we're done here.
existence.
What did you say?
So that's the whole truth, huh? I see. But there's still one thing I don't understand.
Come on.
Hina, why did you try to cover up what happened? If the truth hadn't come to light, you would have died along with the rest of us.
What are you thinking?
And yet you... Why did you do that?
Don't be mean!
Yeah, we almost died there.
What is this?
Because... That's exactly what I wanted. What? I mean, the reason Sakura died is because all you pushed her into a corner. You all killed her. So that's why.
You should have been the one to
I couldn't
die.
let her be the only one that died.
What?
You don't mean... You were gonna take us all with you? We have to atone for our sins. Because everyone, even me, we all killed her. We all have to pay for our crimes.
For serious? That's...
What is
You
this?
still don't understand? Then let me explain. Do you realize just how much despair Sakura was carrying with her when she died? Look at this. Such brutality has made me desperate. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand. That's... I found it on the ground, in front of the rec room. It's Sakura's suicide note. Suicide note?
So, basically the guy that you play, the protagonist, sounds like a beta bitch, so, like, I give him a very pansy-ass voice.
Thinking back, I should have seen it coming.
Oh yeah, so last night we played a drinking game, and I had some shots of whiskey, right? Because I don't normally drink much, but when I do, I like to do it on stream so everybody can have, like, a more fun time, right? So, this game has a tendency to say the word huh, like a metric fuckload, right? So, my whole rule was every time they say the word huh, it's gonna be a shot. I ended up having, like, 17 shots of Jack Daniels last night. It was fun.
It was right after Genocide Jack had attacked me. Sakura got mad and stormed out of the nurse's office. I ran out after her and... Sakura, calm down. You don't have to worry about me. I'm fine.
I can't calm down. I don't care if I suffer for this. It's my fault, after all. But now you're suffering because of me.
No forgiveness!
You tried to protect me, but because of me,
I can't forgive
my closest
this.
friend got hurt.
Sakura.
Because of me, my friends are all going to kill each other. This is all my responsibility.
Sakura thought she was responsible. She thought everything was her fault, which is why she wanted to find some way to get everyone to forgive her. So she asked to meet with them. You asked to meet with those three? You can't. Don't you see how dangerous that is?
Don't worry. I just want to talk to them.
But...
Talk about what? Listen, don't do it. If they all gang up on you at once, even you.
Hina.
Please, don't think of things like that. They're not my enemy.
They're friends.
Sakura. She clearly believed. She completely believed in all of us. If you'd just talked to her, you would have understood. She was a friend to all of us. And yet...
Why?
And yet...
Yeah, a little bit rough. Kinda sorry we, violently attacked your best friend.
You trampled all over her feelings, and then you did the unthinkable.
No, that was just a misunderstanding.
What are you saying?
Don't stand there and call it a misunderstanding. She believed in you, and you wouldn't even listen to what she had to say. Without asking a single question, you tried to kill her.
I won't forgive
Do you have any idea how desperate she was seeing you act like that? That's what her suicide note means. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand.
Why?
That's how far you pushed her.
It's in the VOD, Tyler, if you want to go watch it. Forewarning, I'm quite a daft idiot, and, like I said, I do say some offensive shit, but I don't mean to. I'm just very dumb, and I'm not very progressive, so. For those who don't know, I'm 24, I was born in the 90s, I don't do that whole progressive 2019 shit. Like, I'm very accommodating to everybody, and I'm very fair to everybody, but, like, I don't, like... I may say the word gay in, like, poor context sometimes. Like, I'm completely not, like, defending that at all, but I'm just saying, I'm putting it out there. I do from time to time, so don't be surprised if you hear stuff like that, alright?
Sakura, what happened to you?
Hina.
You came.
Wait, right here. I'll help you out.
Hina.
Huh?
Yeah, see? Huh? Gotta head out, dude. I'll catch you, Alter. Alright. Have a good night, Joe. Thank you so much for the raid, dude. Like I said, I'm sorry I'm about to end very soon, but thank you so much.
I'm so glad I got to meet you.
Yeah, you have a great night as well. Hopefully I get to see you in stream soon.
What's wrong, Sakura? Why are you talking like that?
I have a favor to ask.
Huh?
A favor?
Some protein.
Dodgy.
Could I ask you to?
Yeah, you got it. Just hang on. I'll be right back.
Yeah, be safe, Joe. Yeah, later. That's why I read it, and I was like, that doesn't sound quite right. Oh, I should have noticed. I should have noticed. My fault. Entirely, I can't read. I can't type that well, either.
That was the last conversation I had with her. I went to the chem lab to get the protein she'd asked for. When I got there, I saw the powder.
Welcome back, Gwen. In your absence, we got a very, very, very generous host from Joe, who's off for the evening.
And that's when I realized. I saw that someone had taken something from the poisoned shelf. Sakura. So I ran back to the rec room as fast as I could, but by the time I got there, it was already too late. Sakura!
Please!
Let me in. Please open the door.
Why? Why?
Why did she have to die? She had weaknesses, just like any other person. If she got cut, she bled. If someone hurt her, she felt it. That's weakness. That's normal. And yet...
Why?
You all blamed her. I tried to protect her and I suffered for it, and that just added to the weight she had to carry. And I didn't even realize it. Hina, we killed her. All of us. We pushed her into a corner, and we murdered her.
Why?
People like us shouldn't be allowed to live.
And that's why you tried to lead us astray. You did your best to make us arrive at the wrong conclusion during the class trial.
Sakura died hating all of us. I wanted to free her of her regrets. But even that got found out. In the end, I wasn't able to do anything for her. I could never face her after this.
Hey! Hey!
Sorry to interrupt right when you're about to deliver the final tearjerker, but...
Hey!
It's just taking so long! About to fall asleep over here. I mean, do you really think you have any idea what Sakura was actually thinking when she died?
What is this?
What did you say? Everything you just said is nothing but your interpretation, right? Your own opinion on what her suicide note meant?
What are you saying?
Of course I know what she was thinking, 'cause her and me...
In other
For an
words...
eye.
Well, what I'm really trying to say is...
Yes, indeed!
Don't you think the entire foundation is shaky? What if it was really like this?
What the heck?
What is that?
Of course!
Isn't it obvious?
Yep.
A suicide note. Sakura's suicide note. What? But you know already.
Too bad.
Oh, I wrote that one. It was all me, baby.
It's true.
This is the one Sakura addressed to Hina and put in her room.
Huh?
What, then? You lied to me?
Unbelievable.
Oh, don't say lie. It makes it sound so dirty. I just thought I'd liven things up a bit.
Well now.
Can't help
well
it if you
now,
totally
well
took my
now.
little scribbles at face value.
10 out of 10 stream. Thank you very much, Tyler. I appreciate it so much.
Didn't even have Sakura's signature on it. You filthy little...
Damn it.
I'm not filthy. I didn't do anything. Did I falsify evidence? Did I affect the outcome of the class trial? The case played out between you and you alone. You were the ones jerking each other around.
Here.
Heck, even if the will had factored in, it still would have been between you guys.
Shing.
So what's the problem? This is all part of the production process. Okay, and scene. Cut!
And?
So then, what did she write in her real suicide note?
What are you gonna do?
I'm glad you asked. For your benefit, I shall read it using my melodic, angelic, harmonic narrator voice.
Hey!
But you know, haven't you ever been curious about the whole suicide note thing? Who came up with the idea of leaving a note when you kill yourself in the first place?
But hold on.
And isn't it just so unfortunate? Killing yourself is just so final, you know? Can never hear the rest of their story. The truth is lost in darkness. Gives me the willies.
Enough already.
Could you get on with it, please?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, geez. Talk about a buzzkill. Alright, here we go. Ahem. My good friend Hina, there's something I have to tell you. I hate to do it like this, but you need to know. This is my final wish.
As you know, I've been giving information to the one who's imprisoned you here.
It was our first night in this strange school that the Mastermind came to see me.
You see, the Mastermind took control of my family's dojo and demanded I become their tool.
You might not see the importance of a dojo, but my family has watched over it for 300 years.
I couldn't let it be destroyed under my watch. So even if it meant my own
Was
life,
it like
I
alternating
had
reading
to
it
protect
itself and then having to employ me to do it for it?
That's how I saw things.
However, that was my greatest weakness. And because of that, I made the mistake of giving in to the Mastermind.
And what the Mastermind wanted from me was nothing less than murder.
They were probably worried that until the first murder had happened, nothing would move forward. But what neither the Mastermind nor I expected was the incident involving Sayaka. At that point, the plan had changed. The Mastermind told me to hold off, to wait until we reached another stalemate.
However, as I lived here with all of you, as I lived here with Hina, my resolve began to weaken.
Watching everyone fight with such despair, trying so desperately to stay alive, I saw the weakness in my own heart, the mistake of succumbing to the Mastermind. And more than anything,
I cannot betray those who would call me their friend.
That's how I came to feel.
So that's why Sakura...
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat. No longer compromise.
Yep, so this game does
no
a fantastic job of
regret.
getting you attached to characters, even characters that you don't initially like to begin with, by elaborating on their backstories and their personality, and it does a great job of, like, making you feel those things for those characters, and then ripping them away at a moment's notice. It's really good at that.
I've made my decision.
So if you're interested in the premise of the game, I would definitely recommend
going
picking these up for
to
yourself,
resist
even if you're
you.
not into visual novels. Like, this game is so unlike every other visual novel out there. Like, it's really good at what it does, and it pulls so many mindfucks in just the right places, and it jerks you around so much. Yeah, Akame ga Kill is fucking amazing. Leone is best girl, by the way.
Of course, because of that, I decided to reveal her secret, which made everyone else hate her. Her decision to stay true to all of you led directly to all of you hating her for it. Ironic, isn't it? Or maybe oxymoronic? Or just moronic?
Of course, I understand if you all hate me.
Yeah, but this game
All
does a
of this
really
is
good
because
job of
my
getting you
own
attached to people and
weakness.
making you like characters, and then just fucking ripping them away. Like, whenever I have a waifu in this game, she usually dies pretty early on. Unfortunately, most of my waifus are dead, canonically, so that's pretty
So
shit.
this is my atonement for betraying you. That's what I had in mind.
But just to give you an idea, you cannot like a single character in this and not be disappointed in some way how the results of things turn out. It does really good at that.
But unfortunately, that's not enough. This won't end with just me accepting your hatred.
My
I
own
like S-Death the
situation
most
has
too, but
started
that's
having
because
an
I'm
effect
very,
on
like...
more people than just
This might be a
me.
little bit too much info, but I really like dominant girls that take charge. I don't know what it is. Like, it's kind of sexy to have a girl, like, that can speak for herself and, like, not be pushed around. I don't know, something about it I just really like.
Which is exactly what the Mastermind wanted when they
So
revealed
S-Death
my
and Leone
betrayal.
are, like, my two favorites, by far. Lubbock was pretty cool as well. Even though he was a boy. He was still pretty neat. You just like crazy? Yeah, some people are into that.
My betrayal brought suspicion, disharmony. The mastermind knew that eventually it would escalate into someone murdering someone else.
Of course.
I
I'm
hope you're
still
digging the voices,
responsible
by the
for
way.
that
I try
as
and make
well.
all of them sound unique. Some voices from previous games that I've done may carry over, but, like, I really try to avoid that as much as possible for immersion's sake.
I have an obligation to get this situation under control. And to fulfill that obligation, I've decided to do as the mastermind has commanded. I will do as I was told and commit murder.
But I've decided the one I'm going to kill is myself.
If the mastermind demands that I kill someone, then that someone will be me. Then my dojo will be safe, and above all else, none of you will have to kill anyone. When I die, the source of conflict among you all dies with me. For that, I'm willing to give up my life.
If it can save you, then sacrificing my own life could have no greater meaning. Whatever you think of me, please know that you are all my most treasured friends.
Yeah, like, my voice is not female, so obviously I can't do, like, a very natural female voice, but I can give it my best shot, and I do my best. Like the voices a lot? That's awesome, thank you. Oh, no wonder I was fucking put off, because, like, you're the same person, just on 2 different accounts with different numbers. I was like, I could have sworn I fucking saw your follow earlier, but then it, like, replayed itself.
I've never had people like you in my life.
Huh?
Then Sakura didn't feel cornered? She didn't die hating us?
No way!
She wanted to stop us from fighting? To protect us?
Correct.
She didn't end her own life because she was weak. Quite the opposite, in fact. She was strong. Too strong. That's why she killed herself. She chose death for herself in order to protect the rest of us. To sacrifice so much. No normal person could do that.
However,
It was only her limitless strength that made it possible.
Finally, Hina, I want to apologize.
Well, I noticed
to
earlier,
you
I just didn't want to
especially.
fucking draw any attention to it because, like... Don't get me wrong, I'm absolutely retarded and I will fuck up the most simple shit, but, like, I didn't want to, like... How do I word it? Like, I didn't want to bring it to attention that I... Like, if I would have been wrong about it, I would have just looked like a fucking idiot, if that makes any sense. Do I play any games like Pathfinder or D&D in real life? No, I don't. I never got into that. But I do like RPGs. So it's not something I'd be opposed to, but I'd rather play, like, an RPG game, like a video game, rather than hang out with people. And just be like, we could play a board game. You could roll a 12 and slay the mighty dragon. Oh, but you landed a 3, so you go to the marsh. Like, I can't get into games like that.
The reason I didn't tell you any of this is because I knew you would try to stop me. I'm really truly sorry, but please don't be sad. If I can thwart the Mastermind's plans, if I can keep you from killing each other, that's enough for me. This is the path that I have chosen. This is the only way I have left to distinguish myself. And you can use this note to bring the class trial to a quick end. I'm so sorry to ask you to do something so unpleasant, but I have to leave the rest to you. Please talk to Byakuya, Toko, and Hiro on my behalf. I can't tell anyone about my plan while I'm alive, but I wanted you to understand why I'm doing this. In the end, though, I hope to show myself through actions and not words. Hopefully then they'll see.
I never saw you as my enemy. You were only ever my friend, who I wanted to help as much as possible.
That voice is gonna fucking kill me
Hina,
after a while.
Whatever it takes. Survive.
Luckily, she's dead, and I don't
Survive
have to do
along
it
with
for very much
everyone else.
longer.
No matter what, just survive.
I can't wait to voice Danganronpa 2. There's like 3 characters in that I'm absolutely dying to voice, but I figured I'd better do this one first.
This is... I didn't understand how she felt. Not at all. I thought we were close, and still.
What are you gonna do?
But in the end, all her meddling was like totally pointless.
Uh-oh.
She died so you guys wouldn't try to kill each other, but you almost ended up doing it anyway. Thanks to you, her death had no purpose at all. In fact, it was because of her stupid meddling that the rest of you nearly bit the big one.
Too bad.
She deserves all the blame. Everyone blame her. Go ahead, she deserves it. Now then, the next victim has been decided. What do you mean, next victim? Nobody here blames anyone.
Huh?
First of all, you're in the wrong for tricking Hina with that fake suicide note. And plus, Sakura's death wasn't a waste.
Say what?
Because she made us remember. We're not enemies that hate each other. We're friends who need to work together.
You know?
Damn straight. This is all because of our misplaced hatred.
Well?
I don't blame her. I can't blame her. And nobody can blame Hina either.
But what? Whether or not there was a spire never really mattered. Because the one we need to destroy is you. Nobody else. What the heck? That's not how this is supposed to go. But anyway, are you sure about that? This killing game is a competition between all of you, remember?
Hey!
Your enemy is each other.
He's absolutely right about that.
Phew.
Ah, lovely Byakuya, you understand, don't you?
This is a life or death elimination match. The only way to survive is to win. There can be no doubt that those are the rules of the game. Which is why I am bowing out of the game.
Naturally.
Sakura and Hina were both willing to sacrifice their own lives to deny the reality of the game. Thanks to them, it would appear the others have cast aside their fear for this game.
Don't make me repeat
There's
myself.
no point in participating in a game which has lost that sense of excitement. Which is why I will no longer be participating in it.
What's going on here?
Now I have only one thing to look forward to.
It's all clear now.
And that is to heap the harshest possible punishment onto the one who thinks they can control me.
Byakuya, does this mean...
Don't misunderstand. I haven't been moved by some thoughtless sentimentalism, if that's what you're thinking.
Wherever Master goes, I go, and if the mastermind turns out to be a guy, maybe I can catch on fire. Everyone.
Hey,
Well, now can you say that Sakura's death had no meaning? How boring. But nothing good can come of this. I'm still gonna be the one having the fun time.
What the heck?
The fun time?
Anyway, let's forget about that good-for-nothing backstabber and get back on track.
You want me to punish you
It's
guys?
the moment you've all been waiting for! Punishment time!
What?
Wait, but Sakura was technically the killer, right? And she's dead. You're not gonna...
But...
Is it me?
Wrong.
Oh heavens, no. Just because the Blackened is dead doesn't mean I can just sub in whatever student I want. Didn't I tell you I'm very particular about the Bear Times 1 rule?
Listen up.
But I spent so much time preparing my special punishment. Be ashamed to let it go to waste.
Yahoo!
So for my special punishment, I've prepared a special guest. A special guest?
Is it Chris Hansen by chance?
Let's give it
Gordon
everything
Ramsay?
we've
Who is it?
got. It's punishment time.
Nah, I already know who it is. I'm just yanking your chain. I already know. Check this shit out. This shit is wicked. If this doesn't sell you on Danganronpa, this should. Exactly, there he is. There's my main man. Thank you very much, Gwen. I came looking for Bodhi. I don't got no milk, no cookies, nothing. Fleece Johnson, everybody. Yeah, the art style of these is so fucking wicked. See, normally this is one of your beloved characters that gets killed in some bizarre, brutal, like, murder that's totally centric on their background. So what I forgot to mention is every character in this has an ultimate talent, which is basically what defines them as a person. So, their skill, whether it be baseball, or clairvoyance, or parkour, or swimming, or something, like, everybody has something that defines them, and they're called the ultimate because they're the very best at that specific thing, out of everybody in the world, if that makes sense.
You!
Oh,
You suck, man! You turned him into a mangled hunk of junk!
That really took it out of me. Maybe I'll go grill up a plate of chicken. Chicken sounds good right now, actually. After all, they say for post-workout grub, chicken's where it's at. And I'm all about the grilled goodness. Fried? Broiled? Give me a break. The color, the smell, the succulence, grilled is where it's at.
So,
In prison, booty, more important than water.
I realize how dangerous it could be. But still, I have to do this.
So basically, this is a laptop, essentially programmed with an AI of a character that was the ultimate programmer that previously died. Earlier. Just so you get what's going on.
I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but
still.
when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think I'm just some inhuman AI, but it's true. So, it's okay. If it's for the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid. Alter Ego's words raced through my heart and soul, and my disbelief gave way to raw anger. The anger turned to fury, black, muddy, and boiling over.
Kyoko is the ultimate detective, Gwen.
It bubbled up through my body, quickly overflowing and shooting out of my mouth. How dare you! That was my friend! How dare you kill him!
What's the matter?
Huh? You were friends with a laptop? That's pretty pathetic. What's next? Friends with a basketball?
Yeah, maybe we'll have Castaway Danganronpa edition.
Shut the hell up! He wasn't just a laptop, he was my friend! And you killed him! Is this what you call animism? Where soul dwells within all things? Even, like, laptops? Well, you can call it whatever you want. Bottom line is, I got it my way. It was trying to find things all out all sneaky.
Just as I thought.
So you finally noticed him.
Actually...
Finally? No. I knew about it from the very beginning. I knew Chihiro was doing something with the laptop, and I knew you were using it to analyze data. I knew exactly how it was all gonna play out from the start. What?
What are you thinking?
You knew, and you were still cocky enough to let us take the plunge.
Yep.
Well, I mean, the data in that laptop? It was, I guess you could call it a gift from me to you.
Phew.
Or maybe more like a reward in honor of you being able to unlock something so difficult.
Hey,
So of course I didn't care if you got access to that. But sneaking into the network was just too personal, so I had to do a little, you know, reformatting.
I want to be able to help.
I want to keep being helpful to everyone. I want to work as hard as everyone else so that we can all get out of here. Alter Ego wanted to fight for us. He wanted to help, at the risk of his own life. And for that, he was killed. Yeah, the punishment time has made me feel 1 billion times better.
very nice.
Experiencing a meaningless death is so soothing. Just makes me remember that every low can get even lower. No, his death wasn't meaningless either. Everybody who's died so far, the deaths of each and every one of our friends, they all make us stronger. I swear to God, someday you will pay for this!
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
Holy moly, you're super mad, like just unreasonably upset.
Well?
Okay, time to bring things to a close. Ah, but before that,
Uh-huh.
I need to read the postscript.
What?
Postscript?
Yep.
Yeah, there's still a bit more left of Sakura's note.
Huh?
I meant him, nor it's been a long while since I played. Sorry, yeah, it's a him, indeed. Gotchi boss.
Huh?
Yeah, see, every one of these has would be a shot, so I'd be about like 7 or 8 shots, maybe 9 shots in this stream. Like I said, Jack Daniels whiskey. Cinnamon whiskey. Thank you, Jack Daniels.
Do I have your attention? Okay then, here we go!
Hello.
Prepare your ears for the dulcet tones of yours truly. One other thing, Hina. There's something I'd like to tell you to tell the others. Hopefully it will act as a clue to help you unravel the mystery of this school. What? A clue?
Hina.
I've spoken with the mastermind off and on the whole time I've been here, and so I've learned one thing, which is the mastermind has done something to us. I think what they've done is...
Whoopsie daisy, that was a close one. Another word and we would have been hip deep in spoiler territory.
Too bad.
Okay, I don't want to ruin the surprise, so book club is dismissed for today.
What? You can't just stop at the most important bit?
Makes your brain rumble and tumble, huh? Makes you so mad you don't even friggin' know, huh?
You guys?
That's the whole point, stupid! It's to get back at all of you for hardening your resolve. Fine, but at least Sakura's note. Like I'd ever let any of you greaseballs have it. But...
Too bad.
Sucks for you, loser. Wait, what's this?
What?
What is it now?
Wah-wah?
There's one last line in the note.
And let me just say this to the mastermind. I'm not going to just lay down and die. I will fight you, you bastard. No matter what. And that's seriously it.
Huh? Wow, what a stubborn loser, huh?
Yeah, see, look at all the huhs. Now you get what I mean, right? That's why I made a drinking game out of it. So originally, me and a friend of mine actually planned to do the new God of War, and every time he said boy, it was going to be a shot. But we realized we would have death from alcohol poisoning, yeah. So we decided not to do it. And I think it was a good call, because we would have been fucked.
She won't lay down and die? She'll fight you? Well, whatever. Who cares what some dead musclehead has to say?
Well?
Okay, I'm out of here. You guys should try to get some rest, you know.
Yeah, I'd die. Exactly. We both would.
And maybe take some time to reconsider how you approach this school life of yours. Are you sure you don't want to graduate? Can you really cut free from the regrets of the outside world?
The part where he kills the giant, and he's like,
ah, take that, you piece of shit.
And he's like, boy, 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 look at me, boy. Like, we would have been fucked. Absolutely fucked.
Think about that. Think long and hard.
Did you have to say long and hard like that? Come on.
Those were his parting words to us before disappearing. But what was all that about? Sakura's final message? Her last clue to help us solve the mystery of this school. The mastermind did something to us? Kyoko said something like that before, didn't she? It was after Celeste's trial was over.
R.I.P. waifu. At least we still have Kyoko. Kyoko and Celeste are my two waifus of this game.
What did you do? What did you do to my body?
Who?
What?
Hey.
Answer me. What did you do to my body?
Monka TOS? Perhaps.
The mastermind did something to our bodies? What are they saying the mastermind did? What did the mastermind do to us? I mean, did the mastermind plan to bomb in us or something? And if we try to leave the school, a sensor goes off? And the bomb explodes? I've seen stuff like that in movies and comics and stuff, so it's not totally unheard of. No, I feel awful just thinking about it. I can't afford to acknowledge thoughts like that.
Yo!
So the class trial is over and Monokuma's gone.
But...
So now what do we do?
Yes.
What else is there other than to head back up?
Oh yeah, okay, let's get out of here.
But... Hina must still feel responsible.
Dial back that ego a bit, girl. The kind of mystery someone like you could pose is absolutely no threat.
Not possible.
I would never have lost to that kind of challenge.
What are you talking about? Kyoko and Makoto are the ones that figured everything out.
Stop talking.
Shut up.
Seriously, I'm sorry.
How many times do you plan to apologize? How about you make that the last one? I haven't reached a point where I need someone apologizing to me more than once.
Sorry.
I see what you mean. Then, I'll try. Huh? Huh? That totally wasn't normal, right? Did she just capture his flag?
No, 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 no!
I cannot suffer the existence of someone who would disturb the romance between me and Master.
Huh?
What are you talking about? That's absolutely not what's happening here. Why would I ever go for a sleazeball like him?
What did you say?
Sleazeball.
What the heck?
That's right, I called you a sleazeball, 'cause you are, sleazeball.
I see.
Apparently you still have a death wish.
Oh, more biting sarcasm? No wonder you don't have any friends.
No, 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 no!
Hey, stop fighting with Master. You're making me jealous. I want the abuse. Give and take. Me! I guess it's not so easy for everyone to act like friends. Well, that's just how it is for now. And so, Sakura's class trial came to an end, and we returned to the world of Hope's Peak Academy. But the story wasn't even close to over. Time kept marching on. We all went back to our rooms, and before long, night snuck up on us.
Yeah, so basically, like I said, the premise of this game is a whole bunch of kids convened into a school. They have no memory of anything. They have no way to get out. No hope of anything, pretty much. And they're just fighting for survival in a killing game type scenario where, like, they're motivated to kill each other with the idea that they're not going to be able to escape unless they do. But it's always a mindfuck, right? Like, it's always a mindfuck. Like, they don't need to kill each other at all. And, it's kind of like Saw in that regard, if I had to compare it to anything. But it has a lot of personality. The art is really good. All the characters have really great personalities and a lot of uniqueness to them.
This is a school announcement. It is
Oh yeah,
now
this is going to be my
10
new
p.m.
Cool Story Bro emote, by the way. I already have it finished. It's getting submitted.
As such,
And once
it
I
is
get the sub points, it's going to be my second tier one,
nighttime.
because I think people will get a ton of use out of it.
Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that
I think it'd
point
be a lot
is
of fun.
strictly prohibited.
Oh yeah, so for those who don't know, I've made every single one of my emotes,
Okay,
except
then.
for one of them.
Sweet dreams, everyone.
S was
Good
done
night.
by
Sleep
BB Mercy.
tight. Don't let the bed bugs
This one?
bite.
That one was done by my good friend BB Mercy. But like all the other ones have been me.
Nighttime descended and pulled me down along with it, down into sleep. I couldn't remember the last time I'd fallen into such a deep sleep. But the night still wasn't over for me. A voice. I could hear a voice. Wake up. Wake up. Huh? The voice dragged me from deep slumber into hazy half-consciousness. My eyelids were like lead.
Oof. Yes, please.
Yes, it's me.
Fucking oof. Goddamn.
Huh?
I'm really into the stoic types,
Kyoko?
in case you couldn't tell.
I said
Just
yes.
big oof.
So Kyoko's here.
Wait, what?
He says.
In a flash, I was wide awake. What are you doing here?
It's true.
I'm here to wake you up. Oh, I see. Wait, but my door... It was unlocked. You're unbelievably careless. It was unlocked? Are you serious?
Hey,
Always. And you don't have to overreact like that every time you're surprised. What time is it?
correct.
3 o'clock in the morning, of course. It's 3 a.m.? Why was Kyoko waking me up at this hour?
Right, and we're gonna leave it off there, because I've been up for like 2.5 hours. I think that's good. I don't want to leave the video too long, otherwise it's gonna be a bitch to split later. So that's gonna be it from me for tonight. Pleasure meeting you lot. If I haven't talked to you in Joe's chat before, I'm Serenity. Pleasure to meet you. And thank you for chilling out with me tonight. I'm gonna figure out who I'm gonna host. See, Hub's doing Dark Souls, Weddy's doing Danganronpa, but he's probably gonna be off soon, so I don't want to host him. DJ's playing The Last of Us. I think he's playing it blind as well. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna fucking host Natty. Fuck it. So I hope you all have a pleasant rest of your evenings, whatever time it is for you, whether it's morning, day, night, whatever. Hopefully you have a good rest of your evening, and I'll see you all again soon, hopefully. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. Again, thank you for hanging out with me. Go give DJ your best. He's a pretty cool fella as well. And thank you to Joe again for the fucking generous host, mate. Always appreciate you. Thank you so much. And, good night.